Teenage Mutant
Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Heroes in Action,
Show.
Turtle
Turtle
Power.
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 Welcome
With
to this Turtle Power Hour.
with that, good evening and welcome to King of the Hill. I'm your Dungeon Master, Bama Shocks, and this is Call of the Netherdeep. What's up, bitches?
Who needs fucking eardrums? Overrated, I always heard.
You know better than that.
I should have taken my headphones off.
With that, I would love to introduce the following cast of characters.
Oh my god, hi guys, it's me first. My name's Munchie. I play Alette Love. My favorite Ninja Turtle is Michelangelo, and I recommend to everybody to see Mutant Mayhem. Life-changing experience, and I've seen both Spider-Verse movies.
Wrong with that.
Hi, I'm Aftershocks and grateful not to be the first person today. I am playing Rain, or somewhat cute.
But
Wrong,
sticky
rogue
fingered.
Russian trick.
Sticky fingered. After last episode,
Russian
sticky
trickster.
fingered.
And almost having ice in his skin.
Ooh, that's
What's your
right.
favorite Ninja Turtle?
Donatello, I don't remember any.
Hey, he's the geeky one, so that makes sense. Next.
Hi, I'm Mr. Rockman. I'll be playing Ali'i, our shifter barbarian, and my favorite Ninja Turtle is the leader of the group, Raphael.
Oh, whoa! Shots
Oh,
fired.
wow.
Wow.
Don't at me.
No, you should totally at him. Check him out on Twitter.
Yes.
Excuse me. I think it's called X now.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, at horrible opinions. Yes. And Sakura plays Kiki, our kobold monk, who also has ice penetrating her skin.
We also need to know Sakura's favorite Ninja Turtle.
I'm gonna
Very important to
say her favorite would be Leatherhead since she likes lizards so much.
Didn't Sakura use evasion as well as me too?
I don't know,
Moving on.
but the
I'm
ice is
Steph,
trying to get
and I
in.
play Arglum, the turtle druid.
An actual Ninja Turtle.
She picked,
Yeah.
she picked Venus de Milo.
Oh my god.
Sorry for disparaging her, but she
Oh,
should not have had a
goodness.
blue headband. Period.
Raphael is also my favorite.
Hi. I'm Colby.
Hi, Cole.
And I'm playing Hugo Tane, your Veldican gunslinger cleric. And I'd tell you what my favorite Ninja Turtle, but that would spoil something that I said earlier. So just know that my favorite has been said. Thank you.
Now, I will tell you, my favorite Ninja Turtle is Raphael. My favorite Michael Bay Ninja Turtle is Michelangelo. Perfect casting.
Oh, yeah.
His Raphael scared me just a tad. Just a
Yeah,
tad.
he's a little
Well,
scary.
that is the cast. I am the Dungeon Master.
No,
and, what?
We're missing somebody.
We're still missing
No,
someone.
no, she doesn't count. No, she missed her chance. I'm just kidding. Gert, are you here?
She may not have her head.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Ah,
Mrs. Rockman, aka Gertrude. She plays Star Mist, our tiny tabaxi coffee lock.
and Rock will need to know her favorite Ninja Turtle when she has a chance.
I don't even know if she cares for Ninja Turtles.
She's probably more of a Powerpuff Girl, if I had to guess.
Oh, jeez.
Or Sailor Moon.
Oh, come on. No.
Definitely Sailor Moon.
Son of a bitch. That's it. Show's over. Show's over. I quit. Can't be.
I need beer.
I can't be colluding with those types of people.
I need beer.
Anyway.
I'm going to get my beer. I forgot
So
it.
let's get to
Rock-
You'll
previous.
start without me.
Rocks fall, you all die.
Previously on King of the Hill, Call of the Netherdeep, we had a 3-hour-long Oceans of Level planning montage scene that culminated in an ice storm berating the 3 adventurers in the courtyard. Currently, the people outside don't yet quite know what's going on. Did I miss anything?
That's about it.
Oh,
Am I
so,
back?
so we're picking up there. Arglum, Hugo, Ali'i, You feel the tip of a sword at your throat. Oh, that would be also Let. And I
Do
will
see
reveal them.
anybody?
Oh, yeah. As soon as you feel it, you kind of look over your shoulder and you see them.
Gotcha.
I would suggest you not fucking move. How about that?
I don't see why we need to
You're not.
get so hostile.
Hold on, you're not in the scene yet. Get out of here.
I don't see why we need to be so hostile. I just need some baked goods here, brother. Oh, Jesus
Well,
Christ.
see, the way I understand it is, we kind of run protection for Old Man Crook. And we overheard your conversation in the coffee shop earlier, and we couldn't help but intervene on behalf of Mr. Crook. So, you got two choices. You can either fuck off or get fucked off. Your choice.
Ruh-roh.
Well,
For the record, Kiki, Rain, Starmish, you look around frantically for the source of the ice that has pelted your skin, and you do not see anyone anywhere.
Of course we don't.
I don't like either of those options.
Ah, well, you can leave. That would be the fucking off part, or we can push you out, which is the getting fucked off part. So choose. Tick tock, tickety tock. How about you, Catboy? You got a fucking opinion on this?
DM,
See,
we've taken off the sign, correct?
you do have the evidence.
Did we secure it?
You put it in your
Otherwise-
pocket.
It is in somebody's armaments, like I don't know where.
Okay.
Elite put it in his pocket.
I was trying to remember who took it. So,
Apparently
Yeah.
it was you.
Elite and Hugo steal the closed sign, but I'm almost
Okay.
positive you put it in your pocket.
You gone mighty quiet there, gunslinger. No opinion from you?
I mean, here's the thing, brother. We're just here, just having a mighty fine evening, and
Enough with the bullshit.
what you know? What do you need to know?
I need to know if you're going to leave or if we're going to make you leave. That's what I need to know.
I'm just gonna kind of look at Elite, and
For-
I'm gonna shrug my.
For the record,
I'll
the ringleader is here. These would be thugs. The other three.
I'm just gonna look at Elite. I'm gonna shrug my shoulders, like, well, it's gonna be one of those nights.
you see Elite give him an eye. Like, do we really need to do this?
An inquisitive eye.
I'm
As
running through
Elite
my mind
starts,
here.
Elite starts putting his hands up. No. There's no need for violence. We will leave peacefully if you intend for us to leave peacefully.
The swords at your throats begin to retract. The thugs take one step back. The leader, however, removes his sword from Let's neck, but he does not step back. Let me get everybody move back just a step.
Reaction. Sentinel feet, you're not moving.
Well, I guess if apparently there's no other issues here, we'll be on our way.
Sounds like the finest idea I've heard and the best decision I've heard.
What's your
Oglum,
name?
let's
Yeah.
go.
You don't need my name.
I think
Okay.
we'll be talking to each other again very soon, my friend.
Oh, it's quite possible you come fucking around here anymore.
And I would have said that loud enough, hopefully for the others to understand that we are no longer part of the situation. I would hope that they would have heard that.
Let me check passive perceptions and I'll tell you how I feel. What I think. I went to the wrong screen. Campaigns. View. We've got
Hey, Bama.
Kiki. See?
You know, on the app on your phone,
Yeah.
it'll show all of it at once.
Oh, I know. I just started pulling this up first, though.
Yeah, but
I would
all of us
assume
at once.
Kiki would hear it. Star probably. Star didn't hear shit. How about Rain?
I have a 14 for passive perception.
Kiki, you would have heard Ali'i's loud announcement that they are no longer part of the situation. Others have to leave. Up to us.
What about the ice that hit Star? We don't know where that came from.
And you watch as one by one around the courtyard above you, just little motes of fire begin to circle the courtyard. And you hear a disembodied voice. If I were y'all, I would join your friends. Seems like the best idea to me. No need for you to get hurt any further.
I believe Star has stepped away, so
Kiki says, oh. Well, that changes things a little.
Sounds to me you're trying to fight.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, it's not working right. Okay.
I'm still here. I was just having to talk to Junior.
So,
well, to me it sounded like she had stepped away. So,
Kiki, Rain, and Star, you've been addressed by a disembodied voice. Kiki, give me a perception check. You look around and you don't see anything, but you swear you hear scratching or scraping on the ceramic tile roof. What do the many members of the party wish to do?
Did you say mini or many?
Many, M-I-N-I. Didn't want to demoralize you by calling you Lils.
Munchkins. As Munch used to call me.
The wee folk.
Alette wants to get the fuck out of Dodge.
Yeah, I think Team Front Door is already getting the fuck out of Dodge. I'm addressing the two people in the middle. We are the littles.
Because we're surrounded by buildings, and the only way out is up.
Correct.
Rain will jump up onto the roof.
Can you see into the next room? You would have to look through the keyhole. Rugrats, ankle biters. That's fair.
But do they actually bite?
Sometimes.
Kiki says, go. Kiki got this.
Okie dokie. And Misty Step. 30 feet towards.
I forget. Do you have
Out.
to have visuals for Misty? Dimension door you don't, but I feel like Misty you do.
Well, I'm assuming I could see some part of the roof somewhere.
Oh, you're trying to get onto the roof. Okay, then yes.
Up and out, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But since you know the lovely screen of Black Death, meaning the lighting.
I'll have you jump off the front here. Rain, what are you doing?
Hello.
Rain jumps up onto the roof.
Okay. Well, there literally is no roof, so I mean you can either drop down here, whatever.
I'll just be over here with Star, I guess.
Okay. I don't even think I have to ask what Kiki has to do. Kiki, you see shadows.
Monk shit.
All right, Kiki, you pop into the room. Again, you see the overturned, what was it? It was like a milk crate and with a shiny box underneath it.
Yes.
The wooden crate's easy enough to lift. The little box is not very heavy either. You flip over the milk crate, wooden crate type thing, and underneath it you see a small metal lockbox, slightly shiny. Not of great ornate value, but nicer than most you would see. Probably 6 inch by 6 inch by 2 feet long. Are there any windows? This would be the storage room / office. If there's a window, it would be in the back door. You do have the locked back door here. I would say there's probably window slits.
And it's at this point that Kiki opens her inventory for her entire party and hands over the box to another companion instantly. Yes, a little BG3 for you folks at home.
Oh, I learned. I finally learned today how to crouch.
Ah,
I just realized that spell from earlier that almost hit us. If that wasn't an AoE, I could have absorbed it.
It wasn't
So
AoE.
jealous of
No, I
Baldur's Gate 3
said if
gaming.
it wasn't.
And I would say you would see a shadow over here somewhere behind this tree. Well within your 60 feet, I think it is. Oof. Are you hiding or running? All right. You watch. All right, give me another perception check now that you're immobile and have a better view of things. Give me a perception check with advantage. Because you're like, I know there's something or someone there. It's right here on the roof that you see a shimmer. Like the stars in the sky kind of shimmer just a bit. in your infinite kobold knowledge, you know that there's got to be an invisible person on the roof right here. All right. Is team front door fucked off yet?
I imagine we're in the process of doing so.
Yeah.
Hugo's probably looking around to see if the other companions are on their way or anything.
Oh, by the way, that reminds me, Alette was definitely invisible. She
Yeah.
definitely used invisibility.
So you see Rain and Star pop down off the roof here.
All right, and I'll just have my hands up. We're heading out. No fuss, no muss.
Sounds good to me. And he steps aside, motions and points, says,
All right, y'all.
Arglum
Head
gives
out.
them a wide berth and walks around.
As Hugo walks by this guy, he's just gonna kind of see you soon, friend. See you soon.
can't wait.
Lee walks
Yeah.
by all of them and says, "Gentlemen, good evening."
Alette invisiblies, and Invisible's way.
Visiblieves.
Yep. She invisiblieves, yep.
Star, Rain, following.
Oh, so we've been spotted. Okay, that was going to be my question.
I feline agility.
They,
Shoulder.
I was like, they knew you were there, so.
He very quickly hops over.
No, it was just a speed to get.
Gotcha.
He sticks his tongue out at the at all of them.
And you see the guy up here that was holding Arglum kind of hold out his index and his index and his second fingering makes a cutting meme or miming motion with him. All right, are we headed back to Master Ewo?
Yeah, I imagine that's where we're heading.
Ooh woo.
Oh well.
Dang, I was hoping to find an invisible person. If I only had 9 cents. That's 7.
Hugo is just gonna, under his breath, say, "Does anybody fucking know what Kiki is?"
She'll show up. Come on.
Good enough.
No idea. She might be
You
finding
know
someone.
Kiki.
There's-
Act natural.
She'll be fine, Hugo. Don't worry.
I was
I'm
worried
so
about her.
natural right now.
And
Speaking
Hugo
of
said,
where-
Kiki
I don't
do
know. Fly
Kiki stuff.
casual.
Hey guys, where's Alette?
Invisible.
No.
She's here.
That was not above the table.
Yeah, whatever.
You pass by Tyrant's farm this time. It's dusk, and you see that everybody's gone in for the day. You see, just all the little sprouts that Floppy would have left behind. It's looking like it's going to be quite all right when they get back after it.
My boy Albert.
That's some rabbit.
You make it back to the foot of. God, I forgot the name of the tower.
Cobalt soul.
Yep. The Tower of the Cobalt. So I think it's the Tower of the Mentors, yeah. Not to be confused with the
Okay.
Tower of Dementors. You walk in the front door, you see the familiar clerk at the desk. She giggles at you, Hugo.
How's it going, darling? Here to see Master Ewo.
Okay, go on back. He's expecting you. Oh, no, I think you were supposed to wait till morning to come back.
I thought he said we could come in anytime.
I don't remember. Let me find it.
You
Nope.
see.
Don't need the player. Stop that. Also, story track, mission 2. Ewo says,
I don't see
go fuck
anything.
yourself. That's rude.
I don't see anything.
Neither do I.
Yeah, no specifics. Okay.
I'll just ask: is he awake or is he down for the evening? Do you know?
Oh, that old man. He hardly ever sleeps as it is. So I'm sure he's in his office.
Okay, we'll just go up and take a quick gander.
If
And
that's
yeah.
all right.
Oh, of course.
Don't think I didn't forget about our little rendezvous later this evening when you're done work.
She blushes
Eric
and
Mongoose.
hides her face.
Wonderful. All right, to Master Ewo's office then, y'all.
You make your way down the familiar corridor into the expansive office. You see the massive shelves of books, such. You see Master Ewo, glasses on the tip of his nose, down looking at some parchment, scratching some notes here and there, and doesn't quite notice you yet.
Master Ewo?
Oh, yeah, and he quickly rolls the scroll up and wraps a band around it. Yes, Hugo. You getting ready to head out to check on old man Crook?
Ah, it's been done, my friend.
Does he have both his kneecaps?
As far as I
Yes,
know, we
sir.
didn't actually
three.
see old man Crook. Not a shot was fired.
Very well, very well. What do you have by way of evidence?
Alii, you want to show him the first bit of piece kit we got?
Absolutely. And you see Elite pulls out the sign to Old Man Crooks. Apparently, this has some thieves' cant on it. Rain.
Yep.
Would you...
He pulls his glasses off and pulls out like a magnifying monocle and just kind of looks down at it and rubs his gray beard on his chin and goes, yes. I would have never thought, oh, yes, that's... Huh. It's right there in front of her nose, has been the whole time. What do you know? Huh. Well, and you watch him cast a little magic, little sparkles come out of his fingers. The notes just kind of lights up a bit, and he's like, yep. Confirmed, this is his handwriting, and the markings in Thieves' Cant match his handwriting to the best of our ability. That's evidence enough to go to the hand of the Ord. Very well, my friends. Oh, what is this little one?
That we're not entirely sure. We know it's magic in nature, but other than that, it's...
He holds his fingers up and does the same little magic. You see little sparkles. Oh, oof. This here box is trapped.
Well, I'm glad we didn't try to open it.
Is there a God, I hate to even ask this, but is there someone proficient in the arts of the dark as far as breaking and entering goes that can do something with this?
Me.
Oh.
Yes, Master Grung. Are you
Ewo's just gonna
sure
take
you're up for
a
this?
step back.
Ewo spots you stepping back, and he sets the box on the ground, and he takes 2 steps back.
Maybe I'll live. Who knows?
Arglum also steps back and just holds his hand over his mouth real quietly and crosses his other arm
Rock,
over his chest.
did Aftershocks not just sound so much like Ace? I waited for him to say, fuck it, we ball.
Yeah.
Well, see, here's the thing. Elite, he may have a stern talking to Rain every once in a while, but he's gonna look out for him. So he's gonna step behind Rain, and if anything happens while he's doing this, he's going to grab Rain and jettison him away from the
He'll start
box.
trying to lockpick it.
So basically, I want to help Rain with this to give him advantage.
I'm trying to find the DC on the lockpick.
But yeah,
there it
fuck
is.
We ball.
So, I believe I would try to disarm it before you try to unlock it, but it's going to be a similar check. Disarming it would be a dex check with your proficiency bonus added to it.
Ooh, that's
Because you are proficient in thieves' tools, correct?
yeah.
If
I
not,
will try and disarm it.
all right. Dexterity plus proficiency. So you can just click on the box for dexterity, and then whatever your proficiency is, add to that number. Or you can roll a real dice. 17. What is your proficiency?
Plus, that would be a 19.
That's 3.
What is your proficiency bonus?
Plus 3. I rolled a 17.
So it'll be dirty 20.
Proficiency is plus
dirty
3.
That's
20.
20.
Yeah. Oh, I can't do math.
So you take one of the longer of your tools and you run it along the inside rim of this box. You feel it catch the trap. You wiggle and you jiggle. You're like, you feel something give, and for a moment you're like, oh, yes, I got it. Who's within 10 feet of this box?
Not me.
Not me.
Lee for sure. 'cause he's
That
right behind
means
Ray.
not me because I'm on the show.
Probably
And-
Alette.
Kiki,
And Greg.
Rain, Alette, Alii, I need dexterity, or no, excuse me, constitution saving throws.
Doesn't he have advantage since I was helping him?
Advantage on the disarming.
Disarming.
How would you be helping him? Convince me.
Persuasion check.
Oh,
Open.
Convincing him that he can do it. Yeah, give us a persuasion check. See if you could root him
I'm
on,
not
or
convincing
you may do performance or persuasion.
I'll do persuasion. That's a 19.
I'm
Uh,
sorry, that fails.
I'm sorry, that does fail. Rain, Kiki, Alette, Alii. Con saving throws. Alette, you pass. Kiki, you fail. 22 points of poison damage. You have the poisoned condition.
I'm immune to poison.
Well, are you immune to poison damage and the poison condition, or just
Yes.
poisoned? Okay.
Both.
You feel this blast smack you in the face, and you're like, Mom, is that you?
I got this. For Lee, that is a 23.
Yeah, you're fine.
Do I still take
You
half
go-
damage though?
Yes, you would be taking 11 poison damage, those that passed. So that's, you don't even have to make a check, Rain. You're good. Alii and Alette take half damage, which would be 11 poison. You are not poisoned. Only Kiki is poisoned. And
Hugo's just gonna-
hold that thought.
Oh,
Arglin, with your passive perception, you notice that Kiki is green around the gills, greener than normal. Yes, I know Kiki's red, but I feel like her gills will be green.
Right. So is the puff of poison just hanging there around them?
It is hanging there. Yes,
Okay.
it is slowly dissipating.
Lee would have backed up after.
Okay. I'm
seeing
gonna
that.
use my cantrip, Gust.
I was gonna mage hand it.
To blow it in a clear direction away from the
To
party.
blow it into a corner away from everybody.
What is the exact wording on gust? Can you send that to me?
You seize the air there.
All right, and compel it to create one of the following effects: move a creature, move one object, neither held or carried object specific thing, and
Effect.
force to cause
Third one.
damage. Harmless sensory effect using air, causing leaves to wrestle, winds to slam. Yeah, it would probably be a harmless sensory effect. You watch as the
Yes.
poison pushes away and sticks to the wall in the corner.
Hugo's gonna roll over to Kiki. You all right?
She's not all right, Hugo. She's not all right. We need to help her.
She looks up at you.
As-
You can almost see like bubbles foaming at the corner of her mouth.
As Hugo's holding her, he's gonna cast Healing Word.
Kiki been better.
Oof. 6 points of healing.
Oh, I was hoping false life. I could. Nope. False life is a self spell.
Yes.
Does she seem like she's doing any better?
You see that the greenness around her neck has kind of receded a bit, but she is still affected.
I'm just gonna look. Hugo's gonna look at Master Evo. Do you got anything for whatever the fuck this was?
Poison.
Poison?
Good God.
Definitely poison.
I don't even know if he has a character sheet, y'all. No, he doesn't. Him being God, I see him as a wizard. Like, no, he wouldn't have.
Do you have
Wouldn't you have
call a
medicine?
medic or something, man? For the love of God!
You have a druid right here. Do they not? Are they not able to relinquish poison from the humanoid's body? Like,
He's a
I'm
goddamn.
looking, dang it!
archaeologist.
Just a second.
he's a what, Hugo?
Read so fast.
He's a goddamn archaeologist. He ain't no fucking he's a professor of fucking rocks and shit, not fucking medical stuff.
It just dawned on me. There's no cleric in this party, is there?
Exactly.
Nope.
Well,
No.
there is me,
Well,
but 2 levels of it.
Sort of.
Um.
What is it, Star?
Yes, little one, speak up.
Ooh, E,
Walla Walla Bing Bang, spit it out. Kiki lays down, curling up around Hugo's shoe.
I touch Kiki. I
And-
touch her. I touch her cute little nose.
And what
and
happens?
do this.
Is that from you or from the staff?
That's from me.
Mm. Okay.
Don't get your hopes up, man.
She tried to get me to reveal more information about what would happen if she finally fails. Lesser restoration, is that poisoned? Yes.
Yeah.
No, I wanted to prepare myself on my end.
And I refused to tell her what would happen.
The
So,
whole party dies.
don't give me ideas. You watch as the color begins to come back to Kiki's cheeks and around her neck. She's her normal reddish pink color now, and she kind of looks up, blinking, looking at Star, where Star has previously just booped her on the nose.
I'll use Cure Wounds. This one, that is 1d8 plus 5. Helps if you get the dice out.
Hugo's just gonna scoop up Kiki and just squeeze her tight
3.
because Hugo's crying.
Kiki not
He's
know
like-
what you did, but Kiki thanks you.
8 points.
Are you okay, little sister?
I think that
Make
actually
better, I think.
gets her back to full, I believe.
Are you all right?
Yep, she's full again. Kiki much better, but Kiki need rest.
We'll finish up here and we'll head back, okay?
Master Iwo looks down at Rain and says, "All right, now that you've set off the trap, you think maybe you can unlock the thing?"
Rain nods and he starts trying to lockpick it.
All right.
But everyone, and just in case, wide berth.
Hugo's gonna scoop up Kiki, put her on his shoulder, and get as far away as possible.
Okay,
Yeah, I suggest everyone get out of there.
I'm gonna cast another cantrip, resistance on Rain.
Now on this one,
It's for
Rain,
a saving throw.
you would be casting. You can use either your sleight of hand or stealth because they're both plus 10s to do the actual lock picking.
Uh-huh.
So. Oh yeah.
Never mind.
Oh, yeah.
You take your 2 pieces in there, and it's just like you've unlocked this lock 1,000 times. You just push, slide, twist, click. The box pops open, and in the lid of the box, you see a set of wires and sensors, as well as a small little deflated bladder that would have held the poison that came out.
Pufferfish bladder.
Yeah. Why not? Sounds good to me. Pufferfish bladder, yes.
Hugo will walk up cautiously with Kiki on his shoulder.
Seemed easy.
Let's see what's the description of this thing. Inside, you see a short sword with dull, rusty coloring and has veins of what? Can I get an Arcana check from someone that's proficient?
Not.
I got it.
Okay, I was gonna say not me.
I'm not proficient, but I have a +3.
I got a 19.
You know that the rusty veins running through here are ruidium, and ruidium is a very rare element. But when combined with a weapon and attuned by someone proficient with it, they can breathe underwater and they gain a swimming speed.
Dang it, if only I didn't have both of those.
You also know that from time to time, ruidium can corrupt the user.
Dang it, another thing that's already happened to me.
That's life choices.
Okay. Pass that information on to the group.
Okay. Without, I don't know how to ask this. I'm going to ask this question. Is that as much information as you have on that particular sword?
I know some stuff that none of you would know.
Okay. Do you mind if I take a look
Persuasion.
at the sword for a minute?
Be very careful.
No, I mean, by all means, check it out. I mean, you did retrieve it.
I'm not going to touch the blade where the radium is. I'm going to touch the hilt,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to cast Identify.
Let's see what I can tell you in addition to what that is. Because that was most of the information. You know that ruidium is rumored to be tied to the champions of the gods. You don't know which one. That information has been lost to history. But something in the back of your mind is telling you it can't be a coincidence that it's found here where Elixion is supposed to be imprisoned. Because Arglum would have also known that ruidium is sourced from Ruidus.
Is that what they put into Tyron? Into the
Torrent's
tattoo
arm.
or whatever?
No, his arm is made of mithril.
No, not Tyron.
Ooh, yes,
Tyron.
yes. Tauren,
thank you, sorry.
Yes, I do believe that was the exact same stuff that the Consortium of the Vermilion Dream is utilizing for their agents.
Yeah,
I'll
'cause
double
it's
check in a second.
It's what's underneath here.
Oh, I can check right here. Like it's in
Oh, okay.
Consortium Story Track Mission 2 at the end, I think it was.
Yeah, I'll have to flip back several note pages.
And I'm wondering if I did that myself or if that was part of the thing. I can't remember now.
The world will never know.
Well, may never know.
I regret to inform you that your ruidium subscription has expired. It is now gone from the world.
Yes, it's ruidium. I found it.
Okay. I'll just look up at Master Uo is like, well, it's definitely ruidium that's in this sword.
That is indeed an extremely powerful magic weapon.
Well,
Ooh, can I have it?
remember we were just calm down for a minute because this is not good stuff, buddy.
No,
I'm not good
very
stuff.
dangerous.
I'm dangerous.
No, you're not.
Arglum rolls his eyes.
This is what they put into Torn's tattoo.
You mean the metal place in his arm?
Rain would have recognized the red metal.
Yeah. Remember you were telling me they put something into his tattoo?
Oh, yeah.
This
Not
is
just
it.
into his arm.
It's ruidium.
Ruidium.
Ruidium. It's not good stuff, buddy. Like
No,
this,
Yeah, but like it's cool.
I must say, you do not need that. It does corrupt the individual that wields it. Please let us destroy it.
All right, let's go destroy it.
I think the Cobalt Soul can handle it. They don't need us to destroy it.
Yeah, by us, I meant the Cobalt Soul, not us as in you guys. Sorry.
Rain frowns.
Maybe
I'm gonna
this will turn your frown upside down, and you see that the gold sack, there's 2 small gold pouches on the table. Each one would have been about 250 gold worth, and you see him set down 2 more identical to it on the table and pulls the sword back from you, the box and all.
So we're adding a total of about 1,000.
A total of 1,000 to what you already have.
Master Ewo, what are you gonna do with Old Man Crook?
Well, we're going to do what we always do. We're going to compile all of the information we have, including the Vuvaleza that's in the background.
That would have been great music.
Somebody on a crotch rocket driving by.
No, those are the crawlers, guys. Come on.
Yeah,
Andrea.
But oh god. He says, what was the question? Fuck me.
I was asking what he was planning to do with Old Man Crook.
As for Old Man Crook, we'll gather all of the evidence we already had, in addition to the new evidence as laid forth to us, as well as testimony from myself and other high-ranking members of the Cobalt Soul that have been in on this case the whole time. And he will, if justice prevails, he will serve a proper prison sentence, as well as anyone tied to him.
Do you need someone to bring him in?
No. That's what the city guard is for. I'll be needing you for far more intricate quests.
Master.
Yes. Ali'i?
Just to give you further information on Old Man Crook. Appears he has some hired help. We were jumped when we approached his domicile.
Well, none of you look like you really sustained too many injuries. The
He
little,
points to Star, who still has a bit of ice.
the little
in her
cat
fur.
does have a little ice in her fur, but I mean, otherwise you look like you got out of it fairly unscathed.
There was an
That's part
invisible
of the-
magic die.
That's part of the reason I want to go back there. I have a score to settle with them assholes. And I know you said the city guard normally handles something like that. But I want you to remember, Master Yuo, my job is a bounty hunter. This is what I do.
Right, but the Cobalt Soul does not employ bounty hunters. We employ
cut off
those that are after the pursuit and protection of knowledge and Exandria as a whole. What I need for you is to rise above that station you have placed around your neck and ascend to the next level of what is to be Hugo Tane.
And Hugo's just going to kind of stare daggers at Master Ewo for a minute.
Because I know you have it in you. Maybe not to be the hero this world needs, but you are the hero this world deserves.
Wow.
I ain't Batman.
Happy sappy crap.
Pretty cliche, don't you think, Master Ewo?
Well, he looks like he's getting upset with me, so I'm just trying to back it up just a bit. Like, I really do think there's amazing things that all of you can do.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Frogs.
I guess it's just this is what I've done since I've been a boy. So it's new to me.
He walks up to you, Hugo, and he holds the palm of his hand in front of your chest, and he says, "May I?"
Fill your boots.
What?
Fill your boots.
I don't know what that means.
Go ahead. It's a New Brunswick slang thing.
You feel as the pressure of his hand impacts the front of your clothing but does not push any further, and you feel this radiating warmth go from your center all the way out to the extremities of your body, and the anger and hatred you feel towards what just happened to Old Man Crooks just kind of leave your body, and you're able to see it through clear eyes. The crimson glasses have, washed out of your eyes, and you see it clearly now that maybe this type of thing is beneath you at this junction.
Hugo's still a little bit uneasy, but he looks at Master Ewo and is like, I'll try, but I can't make any promises. Do you understand? I know you said the Cobalt Soul doesn't hire bounty hunters, but you in fact have at least twice hired a bounty hunter. But I will try my very best to put that old life aside for the betterment of me and my companions.
And Exandria.
Mhm.
She needs a
Exandria.
hero. Well, that's where we're at with everything currently going on here. We are doing some preliminary investigating into another matter. I will check in with you guys in a few days and see if this is something that's going to be in your wheelhouse or if something we might need someone else for, but it's looking from the outside to be something we could really use your help on.
I can, you know where we'll be.
Of course. Oh, let's see. By the way, welcome to the Cobalt Soul.
Thank you, Master Ewo.
If you will,
Let's go get some rest, guys.
does anybody remember the receptionist's name? Hugo? I feel like her name is Doris. If you
Sounds
will.
about right.
Sharon?
Nope. I got receptionist is friendly.
Friendly,
Real
great name.
Friendly at the front desk has a package for you all to take with you. For the record, your lodging will be taken care of by the Cobalt Soul moving forward. This does not mean you move into extravagant living. It just means that we have contacted the Harried Mongoose, and the owners are aware that you are our charges now, and I need you to remember that as you conduct business, that you are members of the Cobalt Soul.
Ooh, presents.
So, when it comes to having relations with people of the same and opposite sex, the Cobalt Soul's opinion is
Hugo, let's go rest.
We have we have zero care or scruple into what you do in your private time. However, I would ask you to at least keep it off the streets.
Stop trying to bang the receptionist.
I can absolutely do. You need to shut up. I will talk to you later.
Lee, grab the frog, and Orglum starts to push Hugo out the door. Thank you, Master Ewo. We will see you tomorrow.
No,
Master Ewo.
It is I who should thank you, and have a good evening, all. I think I shall rest. And you watch as he holds his hand up to his forehead like, what did I get myself into? Oh, God. Is it too late?
Arglum shuffles everybody out in front of him and glances back and sighs visibly and pulls the door closed behind himself.
Hugo's just going to stroll right up to the front desk.
Hello,
friendly.
There's 7 of you, correct?
Yeah.
And Arglum grabs him and pushes him out that door too.
No. She has
something here for us.
Yeah, she has a gift for us. And I have a
get it.
gift for her later.
Go on.
I want to talk to my friend, friendly.
There are 7 parcels, one with each of your names on it.
Arglum starts to pick them up and hands Hugo's to Star on his back and says, hold on to this for him. Let's go. And they start to head for the door.
I'll talk to you later, friendly. I miss you already.
Rain would have written a note in Thieves' Cant and putting it on Master Ewo's door that says "Sorry about Hugo."
I like it. You'll find it later. It'll be funny.
Everyone else can pick up their own package. He
And before
hands
you,
Star
hey,
and Hugo to Star and takes his and out the door.
before you go, hey, you magic users, you might be interested in knowing this. Okay.
Arglum pauses.
Bye. Sorry.
I'm a magic user.
Here at the Temple of the Mentor, members of the Cobalt Soul can purchase several different spell scrolls as well as pairs of sending stones.
Ooh, sending stones, you say?
Yes, one pair
How
at a time.
how much?
$250 for a pair. However, let me do some math. Let's see.
You gun guy, not magic. Stop it. Go outside.
Fuck you! I can use magic. I think.
However, I think that
Starts chuckling at Star.
Friendly keeps looking back and forth at all of you like, oh my God, how do you get anything done?
We don't.
She addresses
Okay.
Arglum, or actually, I guess it'd be Hugo since he asked. We sell the sending stone. We have the sending stones enchanted in pairs. However, should you choose, we could probably do a group rate and have them all tied to each other if you would want one for each of the team members.
Yes.
Yeah.
A normal pair of sending stones would be 250 gold. Now, we're looking at 7 stones all tied together. We could probably do all 7 for about 800 gold.
That
I'll
can
just
be
look
done.
at yeah, just I look at Argon and was like, didn't we just get 1,000 fucking gold?
That can be done. Do you need payment now?
A lot of work.
Or will we need to?
So this enchantment's probably going to take a few days to customize it for the needs of you guys. However, we will notify you the moment it's done. You do still have Master Ewo's sending stone he gave you, right?
Yes.
Yes. I will reach out to you that way.
No problem. Did you need payment now or?
Oh, no. You're good
Okay.
for it. Besides, we know where you live.
That's not
And,
honest.
and hey, I mean, if
And-
there's any other information, Friendly, I'll talk to you later tonight, right?
And Hugo, or I start motioning Hugo out the door again.
I love you.
For the record, those that might be interested, they have spell scrolls of detect magic, divination, and commune. But I don't think we have a wizard, right?
Nope.
No.
Can Rain learn? So he's an arcane trickster. Can he learn wizard spells through scrolls?
I believe so. I will check.
Can
Detect
sorcerers?
magic, divination, and what?
Commune, which is typically like a cleric spell.
I'm a cleric, kind of.
Technically,
So
anybody
am I.
can use
Mm-hmm.
spell scrolls.
I was
Just
talking about
haven't-
specifically learning from them.
Right.
I know wizards can, and I'm not sure if the trickster can.
It says for the general rules of spellcasting and the spells listing, it's for the wizard spell list. I don't know if it. Your spells
Let's
are
see.
dedicated
Let me
to
look.
study and memorization. You use their intelligence, whether your spell refers to your spellcasting ability. In addition, you use their intelligence modifier.
Clerics can only learn spells from scrolls with a ritual caster feat or multi-class feature.
Commune is one of those that has a ritual casting.
Can arcane tricksters.
Going off the top of my head for Rain, I would
I don't think so.
I would say his is more like, yes, he can do wizard spells, but it's more of an innate.
Yeah,
spell
that's kind of
casting.
how it looks.
It's not like a spell
Arcane
book.
tricksters and eldritch knights do not have spell books and cannot add spells from scrolls to their known spells. The scroll is a mechanism
Mechanism.
for adding and using such spells must be created for each use and is destroyed in its use. So
Okay.
it
yeah.
sounds like you could use it one time and that's it.
Yeah, so it's still the only one that can reuse them. I guess you said that you are able to learn one that is of a ritualistic nature. So
clerics.
I don't know. Let me see if I can't remember if divination's a ritual or not. I know commune is.
In the
No, I
end,
have
though,
to. I have to take. Calling your spells scroll that match their chosen ritual caster class or multi-class.
Well, you do have a caster class of cleric.
Mm.
Oh, by the way, yeah.
Commune
Rain
is a
would've
cleric spell. Divination is, but it's not ritualistic.
grabbed Kiki's gift with his sleeves.
Ritual spells only.
Detect magic is not
He's
a
just holding it in
ritual.
his arms.
Oh, yes, it is. Shit. Hold on. Detect magic ritual. I see where it's listed there. Let me see if divination is listed that way. Oh, all three of them cleric could learn that way. However, I think you eventually learn them anyway. I mean, they're higher level spells that you don't have the slots for, so. Detect magic isn't. Divination's 4th level. And then commune, I think, is 5th. So.
Something to keep in mind anyway.
Mm-hmm.
As we're walking back to the harried mongoose,
If that's what you wish to do.
well, I mean, does anybody want spell scrolls at this point in time?
No, we're gonna have to come back to pick up it like in a little while
Rain
anyway.
keeps getting left behind.
Oh, I will attempt to pick you up again. Back to the goose.
There's 2 rains when you look at roll 20 down at the bottom.
Oh, that's...
So that might be the issue.
No.
He moved it that time.
I logged into the wrong account on my second day.
did OBS get changed?
No.
Their things are 2 different colors.
Yeah, see, this one's supposed to be the OBS feed.
Oh yeah, because it got changed. Remember when I was using it?
Yep. Okay. All right, back to the hairy mongoose.
As we're walking, Ali's going to. We're taking a long way around, aren't we?
No, I fucked up.
Lee's going to look at the pack. How big is the parcel that we received?
It is obvious to you that it contains an article of clothing.
Okay.
And basically what it is each member of the Cobalt Soul gets a set of quote-unquote robes. However, robes are not always functional for barbarians and fighters and such like that. You know, Star might be good with a simple robe. Arglam might be good with a simple robe. Alette might be, but Alii, you would be restricted. So if you chose to go with something simpler, like a pair of, like black and blue silk pants or something, something that fits your motif, you can customize it, visualize it in your head however you will.
Okay.
However, when you are wearing your Cobalt Soul uniform, everyone knows what you represent. So it's something to bear in mind if you were to go undercover to do something,
Right.
So
Like what we just pretended to do.
Yep. So basically, you all now have commoner clothes as well as Cobalt ceremonials or Cobalt uniform. That's what it is, uniform.
I'll go ahead and add that.
Come on.
Well, I think we're on it now. Kiki will
I think,
want a Cobalt Soul outfit. Yeah, you're going to look like a little bow when you're done.
Hugo wears a duster.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I think
Totally.
it'd be just like a cobalt blue duster.
With trimmings of silver filigree and such, because the Cobalt Soul is a bit egotistical.
Do they
Trying to
have
look for
Do they have some type of like insignia?
Yes, I don't remember what the Cobalt Soul insignia looks like, but they all brandish this emblem. See if I can find it real quick. Cobalt Soul emblem. Oh yeah, that's right. It's kind of funky looking.
It's like a triangle with 3 dots.
Uh-huh.
There's literally a thing on Hero Forge. There's a blue called Bougie Blue. Sold.
Thank you, Sakura. Sakura has posted the emblem or at least an iteration of it in Discord.
I was about to say it.
Yeah.
Let me take a look here. Oh,
Oh,
I actually like that.
Well, the only reason I said that is there was in a Google image search for it, there were like 10 different ones. I'm like, it's the same basic gist, a larger circle with a triangle and smaller circles, and then the different marks. So
and then
yeah,
a sideways T.
Hugo's would have like his duster before was just like a basic, your brown leather duster. This one would probably be like the blue, and then the dark blue trimmings around like where it buttons up and everything around the cuffs and the epaulets. But then the buttons are definitely that bougie, real nice silver.
oh yeah.
Yeah. Almost chrome.
So Elite East would be kind of this. What he has right now on his belt is like this front and back flap of his tribe,
Yes.
and that's basically what would replace for him.
Okay.
Still functional. It still shows this is from the Cobalt Soul. It's got that blue color.
All right.
Coloring to it.
So unless someone specifically tells me you're not wearing this uniform, I'm going to assume you're in that uniform. As far as as far as interactions go with the people of the city, you will garner more respect from certain groups and less respect from other groups.
Can range just be a recolorization? I can't speak. Of his
like a
robe?
reiteration of his current robe.
Yeah.
It's like a slightly different blue, and instead of stars on it, it's got the insignia all over it.
But the hat still got the stars.
We'll let you keep the hat. Yeah, the new one didn't come with a hat.
Dang it. That's a lot of
Nice, Hugo. That's cool.
whoa.
I can hear Star mumbling now. If I could just mean I gotta change tokens. What the? It does not. Doesn't mean you have to change a damn thing. So, it is dinner time. You are at or near the Harried Mongoose at this time. What would you wish to do?
Make a stealth check to make sure people still don't notice the blunderbuss.
I don't think we have to worry about that because you critically did that, right?
It is so well hidden in your prison pocket, no one's gonna find it.
I thought it was.
Ew.
I thought it was dusk when we started our.
Yes, it was dusk when you started your thing. It probably took you a 15-minute walk to get to Master Ewo. 10-minute exchange, 15 minutes back. That's why I said it's dinner time. It's full dark now.
Oh. So it's just now gotten full dark. Gotcha.
Yeah, you would be looking at full dark at this point.
So what do y'all think? Early night? Get some dinner?
Arglum just kind of stares blankly at Hugo.
What?
And he just keeps staring. No answer.
Star looks to Arglum and talks in their head. He just wants to go see Friendly. Blink. Blink.
Ar-
Blink.
Arglum just sighs and turns around and goes to sit at the table.
Now, for the record, I want everybody in the group to know that Colby gave Batgirl epic amounts of shit for being the whore that he's trying to become. Just letting you know.
The difference is I know when I walk into a brothel what I'm getting into.
Do you now?
You got to remember, beards on short people mean nothing.
Listen, I don't know if anyone realizes this, but Hugo don't care what you are.
Unless,
He's
as long
probably
as you're
gonna
a good
go for it.
time.
Exactly. Hugo's been around the block.
Anywho, you come
If you
in
will.
and I'm trying to imagine what they are cooking for dinner tonight, and I feel like it is a very robust venison stew full of tubers and squashes.
I'm just gonna kind of slide up to the waitress and say, now, that smells delightful, I gotta say.
Oh yeah, would you like to sample some of what I'm cooking?
I mean, if it's anything like you made the other night, I can't see it being bad. Now, I may have a dinner guest coming over later. Very nice, friendly. I would even say they're very friendly. Perhaps you would like to join us, you and the wife?
Well, without revealing too much personal information, this is not going to be a good week for us.
Ah, gotcha. Rain check then.
Yes, a rain check.
Are y'all synced up? Is that what's going on here?
What?
I'm not telling Hugo what the problem is.
I know what the problem is. I know stuff.
Uh-huh.
Anywho, who wants to get absolutely shit-faced and have some of this delightful stew?
As you're saying this, the waitress kind of looks at you, kind of cocks her head to the side, kind of curls her nose up and goes, "Is that you? Did you just shit yourself?" And it's at that time you notice a stench just radiating off of you.
I didn't think I did.
Is it from that poison blast earlier?
I'm gonna smell my cloak. Is it the cloak?
It smells like it's coming from everywhere on you. And it was not there when you put the clothes on.
Huh. I guess I'll be back, y'all. I guess I need to go take a bath.
Don't use my
Yeah.
tub.
What the fuck else am I gonna use? I'll drain it.
Go use theirs.
Who's theirs? I have a room here. It's my tub. Sleep in somebody else's tub. Hugo will go
Doesn't he
upstairs.
have a
early.
barrel full of water that he can sleep in?
That is
Exactly.
yes. That's for
Yeah,
his
but
day
that's not in the
sleeping.
middle of the-
I'm just gonna look at Rain. He's like, not only that. Do you know what a sock on the doorknob means?
Yes, now shut up.
Okay, good. There's gonna be a sock on the doorknob tonight, and I'll just go upstairs and try to figure
I
out why I
would
smell
tell
so
that to
bad.
Kiki first.
Kiki, you hear the waitress say, "Oof, I doubt it with that smell."
I mean, Kiki's.
I like that.
God, what did I get back into?
And Hugo, about a minute later, you notice that the smell is gone. So for all you can think, you had to have passed gas and just don't know it.
I don't know.
One slipped out.
Hugo will probably leave the Cobalt Soul jacket on his bed. Or like there's probably I assume there's like a coat hanger or something in the room.
Oh,
I'll just hang it up there and Hugo will come down. And all right. I am starved.
And as you come down, you notice that whoever chose to stay is seated around the normal table. There is a large cauldron of this venison stew. There is salads for those that prefer the vegetables. And steins of ale run a plenty. As you
Can we get a roll for scent?
roll for scent.
Hugo scent.
At this exact moment, he is clean. Or as clean as you're used to. He smells like Hugo.
Okay, I'm
Like
satisfied.
outside. Like the city air, I guess.
Well, that was a weird day. But I guess we're all part of the Cobalt Soul now.
Looks that way.
Apparently.
It's gonna take getting used to, and just not hunting people down, shooting them in the kneecaps, and taking them in. But and at that point, Hugo will look over at Kiki. He's like, "I think it's time maybe to turn over a new leaf."
Does that mean I gotta stop stealing?
Why? What have you stolen lately?
You were already supposed to have stopped stealing.
All I stole
you-
was like a pebble. It was a
Insight
cool
check.
looking pebble.
Insight check.
All right, Rain,
Also
I
insight
need
check.
Rain, I need persuasion or deception. I need insight from those that wish to call it.
Yep, pulling it up.
Oh,
So we're going with insight, not perception or anything else.
Correct, it would be insight.
Okay.
Insight. 17.
12.
7.
7 as well.
Whatever 8 plus 5 is. 13.
Everybody except for the pair of sevens, you notice sweat beating upon Rain's brow, a nervous twitch to the corner of his mouth, and his normally confident demeanor has begun to slip.
What did you do?
I stabbed a man.
Insight check.
I think
I know
knew,
you
they
stabbed
knew
a man.
that.
I've seen that.
Oh no!
What did
not
you do
that. He was actually
recently?
lying about that part.
Oh, so you're suggesting you stabbed a different man? Okay.
Yeah.
You stabbed a different dude?
So another insight check.
I don't know. It's part of the same lie, so they're not
Yeah,
they're not
it's-
buying it, bud.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna pull up real close to Rain, and I'm gonna look him in his beady little eyes. Like, I know you're lying to me. So you have two options. One, you tell the truth, or two, you ain't sleep in my room no more, and you can find a different buddy. Get
or
it?
3, we empty out his bag and find out what's new.
That's a good idea too. You choose. Tell the truth,
Quality.
or we dump out the contents of your bag right here on this table.
He.
You can't help but feel overwhelmed in this moment as the group of compatriots you have spent the past bit of time with, and you recall the number of times that you have trusted them with your life and to get you out of a bad situation, and you feel that honesty now will be better than them having to find out what happened.
I stole a shotgun from a random arms dealer.
Random.
What random arms dealer?
Which
Mm.
one?
Not sure. I don't really keep count of who's who.
You've only
Can
been
Hugh-
with us.
Can Hugo suss?
One.
Does Hugo remember that if if Rain was in the shop with me when I was talking with Albert?
It
I
was
believe we were all there.
you got to remember blacksmiths and armor smiths, gunsmiths, they're outdoor building, like there's not an interior
Yeah.
to the building, so it would have been
Okay,
on the
let me be
street. Yeah, you
It
While I
appears
was
all
speak-
of us were there.
While I was speaking with Albert, do I remember seeing Rain around?
so you know he was in the vicinity, but you never saw him do anything out of the ordinary.
I'll just look at him as like, let me see the shotgun.
He grabs it out of his bag, which, by the way, his bag was already kind of bulging from it, and he
I'll-
hands it to Hugo.
I'll take it from him, I'll look at it, and I'll look for a maker's mark.
Oh,
You
smart. I didn't even think about that.
give me an investigation check.
Ew.
We actually covered that in the Albert segment, the Maker's Mark, I believe.
It's been a while. That was like
10.
It's been a while. Well, you own a weapon with the same Maker's Mark, and you obviously recognize it. Before you respond, you remember the words of Master Iwo. How you're better than your base emotions. Proceed.
Hugo stands up, and as a reaction, he puts his hand down by his revolver. But he remembers those words. He looks at Arglum. He slams the shotgun on the table.
When I called it a shotgun, I meant blunderbuss. I forgot.
Oh, blunderbuss,
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
The blunderbuss on the table. He looks at Rain. He's like, "Make it right," and he's just gonna get away from that table, and he's gonna go wait at the bar for friendly. He's not gonna say anything else.
Kiki wakes up at the outburst.
Would the shop would be closed up already? It's dark, right? It's
Most
outdoor.
Dark, yes. You would assume most wear-based shops are closed at this point.
Okay.
However, it's a Smith's Forge, and he's probably nearby. If you need him, if that's where you're going with that, so.
Well, I'm just trying to decide if we send him upstairs with it, or if someone goes ahead and escorts him to the shop or to the home of the Smith. So
Yeah.
Arlen looks at Ali'i and says, do you think it's already closed?
This time of night's probably.
Do you think he lives close enough, or that a neighbor would know exactly where he lives?
It's possible.
Oh, sorry.
Do you think we should go now or in the morning? Someone needs to go with him.
My gut is telling me wait until the morning.
That's what I was thinking as well. Kiki, we're going to go in the morning. Back to the gun shop.
And as the conversation winds up for the evening, the scene begins to fade a bit, and that's where we're going to go to break. If there's anything that needs to be done before morning, think about it while you're gone, and we'll address it when you return. In the
I was
meantime,
really hoping it would be in that one.
enjoy a message from our sponsors. Welcome back to King of the Hill. Rain has been evicted. His bathtub is now in the hallway, and that's where he's got to sleep. Everyone settles down for a long night's rest in their free, comfy, cozy rooms. Except for Rain, who's apparently sleeping in the hallway.
Well, no, Rain would have gone and asked for a room.
And they would have given you one, seeing as how you're wearing your Cobalt Soul insignia. What do they care? They're getting paid.
Right?
Mm-hmm. All right. Everyone beds down for the night, some in new lodging. Morning comes. Anything you wish to address?
So we get a long rest.
Yes.
Okay, let me take that first.
Do we have enough food for 7 people for a long rest?
No, you do
And,
not.
So it's now first thing in the morning?
Yes.
Hugo does his Blessing of the Forge on his revolver.
Arglum goes and beats on Rain's door.
Rain would have already been up.
And Hugo's also going to do his Channel Divinity. But instead of doing on the revolver ammo, he's going to do it on the
Long rifle.
long rifle ammo. Let me just see here, inventory. Which I believe...
I haven't looked
Oh
at your
shoot, I
inventory.
forgot.
I don't know if you ever added them.
I forgot to add the rifle ammo. Rifle. Is there actual difference in rifle ammo? I assume there is.
Inventory, manage inventory, bullet. I don't know.
That's what I'm looking for.
Bad news bullets,
see.
blunderbuss bullets, modern bullets, Renaissance bullets, lantern, bullseye. Oh, musket
Palm
bullets.
pistol, pepper.
I believe yours is a quote unquote musket, so you would be adding musket bullets.
Okay. I'm going to. He gave me what? 10?
And
when we were there?
you would retool or customize these to be carbine bullets.
Gotcha. I think he gave me 10 rounds
Yes.
when I was there. Okay. I'm going to add
What is a sling bullet?
quiver.
For a sling?
Like BBs, basically?
Yeah, you know, David and Goliath sling.
Yeah, I just didn't know they were
Oh,
called
shit.
bullets.
Yeah,
10.
that's what they're called. They're just
200.
you put a rock or a rock would be considered a bullet flung from a sling.
There we go. And Hugo's going to do the Channel Divinity to make 10 more rifle rounds for himself.
Damn it, Steph, those are gorgeous.
I know.
Ooh, I want to look. What are we looking? Where?
Dice porn. Oh no, it's in Kiki's Quest.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, that can easily be rectified.
Ooh.
Uh-huh.
It's easily rectified. Boop, boop, boop. There. That way we can always scroll back and find pretty dice.
Let me see here.
And for the record, that dice is still in jail. For assault and battery.
Is it BINE?
Carbine?
Yeah.
Yeah, carbine. Yeah.
BI.
No,
It looks like carbine.
We got rated
Yeah.
on Twitch with no alerts. That's amazing.
Wait, which dice is in jail?
I've got to get my bot sorted out and my notifications, everything is stuff. Okay, what's the question? Sorry. Thank you,
What dice
Chronic,
is
if
in
you're
jail?
still floating around.
Yeah, I'm totally turning into a dice goblin when I can.
Oh, I know. It's not good for me.
It's a nasty habit.
Yeah. I've done it to Kyle too, which is even worse.
Oh, I wish these weren't pink. Oh my gosh.
Uh-huh.
For the record,
well,
now you have to put the link in because you said they were pink. Just saying.
Okay. I'll just do the link instead of a pretty
Share
picture.
the Barbie dice.
They're not Barbie dice.
No, God.
I
Yes,
will
my child?
Barbie was
not.
a good movie.
Never seen it.
It's a
Probably
great
won't.
movie.
Your sister's annoyed because you
It
didn't
made
bring
me
her.
cry. It made me cry.
That's one.
One other thing, Hugo's gonna
It's got bunnies.
when Hugo wakes up, he's gonna look at his 2 dusters, his old leather duster that he's had for years, and the fancy blue new one that he's got. And Kiki, are you still in the room with me, or did you get your own room? I think you're still with me, but I'm just gonna double check before I do anything.
Imagine when she got upstairs, she wasn't sure. She saw all of Rain's stuff outside, wondered if she got kicked out too. I believe I'm not evicted.
You're not evicted, no. I'm gonna look over at Kiki, and I guess it's time for a new dawn, new day type of thing, right? What do you think, Keek? And he puts on the blue duster. Is it me? I know I'm already blue, but is it too much blue?
You're blue, dabba-dee.
Might have to look into maybe getting some blue chaps. I don't know if the natural tan leather really goes well with the blue. I'm clashing a bit, you know? Thank you,
Look
Kiki.
pretty.
Kiki. Things might get weird for a bit between Rain and I. Just know that we're cool, okay? I'm not happy with the kid at this moment in time. Trust me, if it was a week ago, I would have shot the little critter between his 2 little beady eyes. But, I'm trying here, and he better make it right. And it's going to take him a long time to regain my trust. Yeah, you zonked off there. You feeling okay today? And I will fill in Kiki about him stealing the blunderbuss and stuff. About Rain stealing the blunderbuss.
In his defense, at the time, he didn't know that you held any sentimental values with him, with the place. However you want to say it.
Ready to do anything?
Yeah, anything.
How about we go downstairs, we get some of our favorite bacon, and we start our day. Yeah. And I'll scoop Kiki up, put her on her standard shoulder, and head downstairs for breakfast.
All right, you all arrive downstairs at precisely the time you wish. The usual breakfast is ready: coffee, ale, milk, whatever you please. Juices.
Pocket bacon.
Pocket bacon, and more pocket bacon.
Have we noticed since we've been staying here, have they been increasing the amount of bacon every day since we literally raid this fucking place every morning?
No, they noticed real quick that no matter how much bacon they put out, it was all gone. So they went back to their normal amounts. Not that they're skimping on it, but they're not, going above and beyond.
They're not putting out extra. Like,
Right.
They're not trying to. Yeah, I get you.
They're not trying to
so what you're saying is that they were trying to keep up at first, but now they're like, we're not going to be able to keep up with these fucking people.
Yeah.
And scaled it back. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, and Hugo's just going to sit down and...
Something about an unsustainable business model or something like that. I don't know.
I mean, in all fairness, they could just build it back to the cobalt salt, and then that's where you go, 300 gold on bacon!
A day?
Kiki's hungry. We call it the bottomless pit.
Do you know how many soldiers I can feed for that?
Kiki.
About 4.
Battalions.
Not just 4 Kikis.
Yeah, Hugo be there with his eggs and his bacon, his toast and his coffee, and just starting the day as he normally would.
I would say before Ali'i goes downstairs, he would probably talk with Arglum.
With Starmist still sleeping in the corner.
Yep.
So, how are we going to deal with this rain situation?
One or both of us is gonna need to take him back to the gunsmith.
Do we want to do that before? Just,
When-
head out, pick something up, lights, and head out this morning.
I think we could slip some bacon into our pockets like usual.
Kiki's not even there.
Wait, what?
We're in the room.
Oh, you're in the. Okay, you haven't come
Before
down.
we went downstairs.
Got you. You're addressing the situation. Got it.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Right.
Rain would be
know
waiting
where-
by.
Rain's where?
Rain is where?
He would be waiting by the Harry Mongoose store. He'd have already eaten and wait for somebody to.
He's
escort
sulking
him.
outside, waiting for the adults
Ah.
to adult for him,
Okay.
or to teach him
mean,
how to
he is-
adult.
Well, let's see if we can find Rain.
All right. Let's head downstairs then.
Go downstairs, see that most of our group is down there. Wave to Hugo and everyone. Just a quick something. We're gonna head out real quick. Be right back.
Hugo's just gonna wave Arglum over for a second.
Okay. Arglum will
He's
go
out.
over.
I'm pretty sure he's outside.
Okay. We'll
Once
take
y'all
care of
get
it.
on, well, once y'all get underway, I'm gonna follow behind, far behind. And if things don't go the way I think they should,
I don't think that'll be necessary, Hugo, but
are
you
you sure?
do what you think is necessary. Both of us are going to go with him.
I just don't think we should buy it for him. Is all I'm saying, Arglum. He should return it and ask if he
I
can
did
do.
not. You don't know what he's going to say or ask for when he gets there.
I
We will
know.
handle it.
And Hugo's just gonna take a deep breath and like he's really struggling.
Stay here with Kiki. Rest for a little while. We will be back, and it will be handled.
Hugo takes off his hat, and you can just see him. He's rubbing his bald blue head, and he looks up at Arglum and says, "Thank you for this."
Not a problem. I agree with you. And I head for the door.
You step outside and you see a lone, quiet, sullen Rain leaned up against the door, lost in thought.
Okay. Come on, Rain. Let's go.
Yep.
Do you know what you're going to say?
Get up.
I think I do.
Do you want to talk it over with us on the way?
Better not to get Hugo more mad.
Hugo's not coming with. It's just the three
Oh.
of us.
Rain just stays silent the whole way there.
Okay.
Wait, you mean you left Star alone?
No, I'd have left Star with Hugo and Kiki.
Oh boy.
Lee would have left Star alone.
And Alette.
Oh yeah,
Alette is
Alette. I'm
also
sorry.
there, ready to cause trouble.
In the
What a fucking breakfast pairing! A Veldican, a kobold, a cat, and a fairy elf. Wow,
Yep,
a Frelf.
Ralph.
that's us.
In the early morning air, you smell breakfast. You smell all of the various shops getting underway for the day. You smell the start of smithy fires. You smell baked goods. And you quietly and tensely make your way back to Albert the gunsmith. As you arrive, you see him working on something tirelessly at the bench behind him, looking like he didn't get much sleep last night. That maybe something was bothering him.
I have a feeling I know what was bothering him.
Well, yeah, it was only a day ago, so.
And he looks
Couldn't
up
imagine
and
why.
looks up and sees the group of you, and he's got a bit of apprehension in his eye, and he's like, "Oh, you guys are back again.
Yes.
You didn't
We,
you didn't bring Hugo this time,
No.
bully."
We have another matter to attend to. Rain?
Rain will grab the blunderbuss and its ammo out of his backpack, which it already has dry poison on it, so it's gonna need a wash. And he just says, "I stole this from you. I'm sorry. I'm here to return
You
it."
see him turn a shade of red, and he reaches over the counter and grabs your robes by both hands and lifts you up and says, "Why, you little shit.
Rain hands out 10 gold.
I spent," and he slaps the gold away. "I spent all night looking through everything here, looking through all my receipts, trying to figure out what the fuck happened to this thing. Why? Why?"
It looked nice.
And he drops you to the ground. Well, thank you for the compliment, but your group didn't really seem to be short of coin. Why steal it?
I'm embarrassed to ask for money, he says, looking over to Arglum.
Arglum just looks blankly at him. He's gonna let him struggle.
So, let me get this straight, young man. You wanted the blunderbuss. You don't really strike me as the firearms type.
Nope, have no idea how to use them.
Yet, you wanted this one.
Wanted it as... I don't know, I just wanted it. I'm more impulsive than I seem.
I tell you what. You want it?
I mean,
He,
depends how much.
he leans forward. Do you want it? Inches from your
Yes,
face.
sir.
He hands it back to you. This will be your payment for what I'm about to ask you to do. You can,
Do I have to kill someone?
if you listen, I'll speak. You can have this gun, but you must repay a favor.
Yes, sir.
You still want it.
Yes.
He slides it over to you. It's yours.
He puts it in his backpack.
Intel has come in that a couple of miles outside of town to the southeast is a meteor crash site. There, that meteor contains some type of space mineral. Surely it's something I can work with. And its value will be immeasurable compared to this gun. Bring me the meteor.
Right? You've got yourself a plan.
He turns and he nods at Arglum and Lee and goes back to work.
Or
didn't.
I turn around and head out the door. We'll have this discussion outside as far as I'm concerned.
Have a good day, Albert.
He grunts.
Come on, Rain.
Rain will pick up the 10 gold that was knocked onto the floor. And he follows Arglum.
You, for the record, you took the box.
The ammo, yeah.
I mean, the gun and the ammo.
Yeah, both.
Okay. The three of you, are you headed back to the mongoose?
Yeah, but we're definitely we're gonna talk about it before we.
All right, you are walking through the streets between the Sand Herald District and the Sigil District, headed back towards the Hairy Goose. No, you would not have went that way. You never go that way. You'd be
River
walking
District.
directly through the farmland of the River District. As you pass by, you see Floppy and Carp out there working the fields again, and the fields are even greener than they were yesterday. They're all happy and having fun working. So walking and
No,
talking, carry on.
Now, Rain, how hard was that?
It was not hard, just I don't know. It's just makes me feel bad.
Do you have this necessary compulsion to steal things?
Just when I see something that looks nice, I just feel like I gotta have it.
Good to know.
How about next time you see something that you like and you think you want, you let one of us know before you steal it.
That's a lot of work.
Wasn't this a lot of work?
Eh,
Wasn't this a lot of work?
he just shrugs.
Was this
Stealing is easy.
unnecessary work?
Arglum's getting irritated. Like, really irritated.
Yeah, giving it back was not needed. I could have just paid him.
Could have not stolen
Oh.
it in the first place.
With what money?
Could have always broken that guy out of jail. You know, the quest that we picked
Oh,
up
the
the
quest
first day
that
we came here.
you wanted to do.
Never said I wanted to specifically do it. Just wanted the money.
Well,
Sorry
consider
about
the
the hassle
fact,
for you two.
consider the fact that doing any of these things by yourself would be extremely difficult. The group would not follow you.
I know. I did not plan for you guys to follow me.
Personally,
Go ahead.
Rain, back home, we let our children just do what they. We teach them the things that they need to in life, and then we let them go about their business. Whatever they choose to do, that is on them. We do not help them. You,
Yeah.
however, are not from my tribe. I could have just told you to deal with this on your own. And you'd have Hugo on your back the entire time. But, seeing as we've traveled together, I felt like I could trust you. But the trust has been broken a bit. It's been mended a little.
A bit.
All right, Arlem. But, seeing as we can start a new leaf, it's a new day, How about we make better choices today? Let your friends help you. Don't feel like you need to do this on your own.
You do realize that Hugo didn't pay for his gun with his own money.
Nope, didn't know he forgot he bought a gun, honestly.
He didn't buy the gun. We bought it for him as a group.
Let me
We
correct
all
myself. I
shared.
forgot he acquired a gun.
We all shared in the expense of getting something better for our friend who we work with regularly. We will be happy to do the same for you because we travel with you. And you have proven yourself to be a good traveling companion, so long as you don't wander off by yourself too much. But we
So
have
if
to
you're
be
wanting me
able
to be
to.
honest, he holds out a longsword to Ali. Yeah, I took this from you.
Wait, when did that happen?
While
Remember when
ago.
he got those 2 longswords like really early on?
While ago.
I remember that. This
Yeah.
was. I think we were down in. We
It
picked
was
up some
near
long
the.
swords from some
It was from the
enemies.
Driders.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You know what? Keep it.
It's
I don't
yours.
necessarily
You can
need.
have it.
I don't necessarily need to have. Then sell it. I don't need it. We picked it up off of
Of
people
course.
that we've fought before. If there's things that you find and you don't need them, obviously ask us, ask the people that you travel with if you need it. If we don't need it, then sell it. That's just more gold for us. Yeah.
Yep.
I feel like you're using Artie as an immovable rod and you're doing limbo under it.
How low can you go?
Unfortunately, only Star Miss hears it and it's in her head. It's an Artie's twist. Hello, can you go? Hello, can you go?
But like I said, it's a new day, new leaf. Let's make better choices, all right?
Arglum takes a really big deep breath and says, "We're going to try again. Don't destroy our trust again. Don't take us for granted." And he walks away, headed toward the inn, whatever it's called.
The hairy goose.
Yeah, that one.
Mm. Oh! Hugo's probably just sitting and staring in disbelief at Alette and Star and just like, it is too fucking early for this.
Star is definitely cheating and just crouching down.
No, it's too late. You let it go for way too long, Star. You're totally limboing under Artie.
I'm still drinking sparkling juice, though.
Hey, that's a feat. I want a performance check out of that. You're doing that at the same time.
Well, to be fair, Star Miss is like 1.5 feet high and Alette has a fairy form. I think they can figure it out.
I'm 3 foot.
1.5 feet, hand and a half. It's the same difference. It's short.
Alette's like only a foot in her fairy mode. I feel like it's very unfair.
Rain's like 2'4".
Anywho,
We have a party full of midgets.
group, you watch as Arglum first, steps in the door. Elite E steps in behind, and Rain comes in dragging up the rear. This time you notice that the blunderbuss is, I don't know, sticking out of his bag, attached to the side of his bag. He's not currently hiding it, I would assume.
Hugo's just gonna kind of stand up and he's just gonna shoot a look over at Argle. I'm like, what the fuck?
We're gonna go do a job to pay for it. I'm gonna go do a job to pay for it.
If you would like help, what should you do?
Ask, but I think I can handle this.
First off, who's the job for? And why you doing a job?
It's for Andre, whatever his name is. I don't know.
For Albert?
Yeah, that's his name.
So it's a favor for Albert. Is that what you're telling me?
Hugo shoot
Hurry.
Rain.
If it's for Albert, I'll help Albert. And he'll look at Rain and he's like, it ain't for you.
It's in payment for the fine firearm that Rain took without paying for previously.
He wants to
If he wants our help, he will ask for it.
Fine.
Feels like
Hugo will sit
Romo all
down.
over again.
Yeah. Hugo will sit down and he'll wait.
Here, Hugo. Drink
Hmm?
with sparks coming out of it. Tasty.
Is it safe?
Yep.
Insight check? Oh no. Oh, well, no, that's good. Yeah, that's good. Insight. Dirty 20, yeah.
Deception or persuasion?
Like, nothing, because I was being honest.
Okay.
Deception, 23, persuasion, yeah, 23.
Oh god.
You believe her.
Hugo just looks at the sparkling mess that's in front of him. He's gonna shrug his shoulders. I'll take a sip.
What does it taste like?
It's just juice.
Why is it?
Yeah. Juice.
Oh, do you mean sparkling? As
No,
like it's fizzy?
sparking.
Sparking?
Like
Sparking.
sparklers on the 4th of July.
Yes,
Oh my-
exactly.
I got that instantly.
I thought you meant sparkling cider. Oh,
I was literally about to make the comment, the bubbles are tickling your nose, but apparently the sparklers are blinding you.
It's a harmless sensory effect. Goodness.
Got it.
I was so confused. I thought you meant sparkling, like sparkling water or something.
Nope, I typed sparking. I meant sparking. I said
Listen,
sparking.
Every member of this group often misspells things, and it's our brains just automatically assume we know what's going on.
Oh, I know. That's what made it 10 times better.
Anywho, the drink's okay. It's a little weird and not something you're used to. It's got an interesting flavor profile, kind of charry.
Hugo just look at Star like it's great. Thank you, Star. It's wonderful. And Hugo will just sit it down, waiting for hopefully the sparking to subside at some point, so he can actually finish the juice without burning his hair. Or no, he doesn't have hair, without burning his forehead.
I mean, it's supposed to be harmless.
It magically goes away after a minute.
Okay.
It's gonna
Can't
take a minute.
imagine why.
She lit it on fire.
Yeah, it's like a flaming mo.
It is now. What's a flaming Mo? It's like a flaming Homer, only Mo did it.
I call it the flame. Mo, it's Flaming Mo. It's me. I invented it. Mo.
God, what a jackass loser. God, he was.
Yeah.
Bless his heart.
Bless his heart.
Bless his little heart. All right, so what are we doing? What's happening, Rain? Are you going alone? You asking for help? What's the plan?
I'm trying to think of. He looks over at Alette. You want to help me get some rare meteorite metal?
She looks at you in bewilderment.
Let's sip of her coffee before she clears her throat, and she goes, "What the fuck are we fucking up?"
Probably some guards.
Okay.
It's a meteor crash site. Why would there be guards?
Don't
'Cause
know.
guarding it? I don't know.
Mm.
It's a literal meteorite. You'd expect some kind of people to be around it.
He's
We
not
never-
wrong. At least in the game that I'm playing, that there's guards around the meteorite.
We never got told which way out of town.
Southeast,
Okay.
which is the entrance down south of the guided district.
Yeah.
All right, so I've got Rain and Alette headed to a meteor site.
Stay safe out there.
Won't do.
We might.
Is that
Leave.
what you meant by help, Arglum? After
I
they're
mean-
out of the door.
She's gonna help him, technically.
What do you mean?
I thought we were a group that stayed together. Not together no more.
Rain.
So sad.
Rain likes to do things his own way. And sometimes his own way gets him in trouble because he doesn't want to ask for anyone's help. So this time, he has to do what he chooses to do, and no one is going to jump right up and help him.
Oh, should I not be helping him? And then let
He did. He asked you.
So he asked you, go ahead.
Okay, let's stop sitting.
Oh, I didn't ask this until you
Oh,
guys
no.
had already been out
Yep.
the
You
door.
were already out,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
We've been
You're on
moving
the
this
road.
entire
In
time.
in my head canon, you are walking down the road.
Yes, we are walking down the road.
Down the street singing.
Do I did it dum did it do.
Ew.
The main reason why Rain chose Alette was because she's the one who's not afraid to hurt people.
I was thinking it was because she's the one you've disappointed the least, but okay.
I mean,
I was
she's
thinking
precious.
it was because she looked fine. She looked good.
She looked good. She looked fine.
Every minute on my mind.
Rain doesn't feel romantic or sexual attraction, so that wouldn't matter.
That's
But
okay.
she's-
You,
Oh, okay, that just shows how
You-
old someone is. Good lord.
you didn't understand the joke. It's all
No.
right. We're moving forward.
Don't need to talk about it. We're done talking about it. Moving on.
All right, what are y'all doing while they go on a side quest?
I guess we're just probably
any-
waiting around to see if we hear anything from Master Uwu or if anything's
was
going
he
down
coming?
around here.
I went down the dice goblin hole, so was he gonna tell us when he needed us?
Yes.
Okay,
And we're waiting for a call from Friendly about the pickup of the sending stones.
that's correct. Yep. Okay.
Speaking of, how did someone's night go?
Oh, I forgot about that.
Good. I'm a Never mind, there's a child in the party.
I didn't know if you kept your after dinner date, considering what happened.
I was
Now
going
you're
to
trying
say
to say
roll
something
for
about it?
performance with disadvantage.
Sorry, honey, I got a lot on my mind.
All right, so to clear up that side for now, Alette and Rain, the two of you begin quietly walking through the city. You make your way through the river district. You skirt along the edge of the guided district. You both see the Tower of the Mentor as you pass underneath its shadow, and you make your way out of the southeastern gates. Main group, what are you doing?
What things are we? Are we? We're still
Argon
trying
is
to
reading
figure out.
So I
his
can't.
herbalism book.
I have issue. The issues I have is I can't remember what you do and don't know as far as what you're supposed to do here. It is up to y'all to remember what you do and don't know.
Hugo will just kind of pipe up. Is like, well, we're part of the Hugo Soul.
Wow, someone's a bit conceited. What the fuck?
No kidding, eh? We're part of the Cobalt Soul now, right? So does that mean we have access to like all the like information and library shit?
Within reason for your current station, which would be initiate. You
I'll
wouldn't
look over Kiki.
you
Oh,
wouldn't
go ahead,
have access to like the high archives or anything like that. You could request information, but it would be prioritized based on the needs of the organization as a whole.
I'll just kind of look at Kiki. He's like, y'all want to like go to the Cobalt Soul and see if we can find anything more about that amulet and the Kiki's quest that we're supposed to be on? Might as
Good
well
plan.
get some information done while we're waiting around.
Or, yeah, that sounds great.
Pull up all the damn information and find out about Elixion. Can't remember how the fuck to spell it now. Is that it? Yes, I found him. Haha. All right. So you're gonna head. I guess you'd be heading to the Tower of the Mentor to check out the library, then, huh?
Yeah, I think that's probably the best idea while we're waiting for them to finish what they're doing.
Not bad. Okay.
Yeah, and I'll just look at Kiki. Hey, don't forget bacon.
Oh, all the leftover bacon's already in Kiki's pocket. What you
figured as
mean?
much.
So, as the other group has made it to the edge of town, you guys make your way to the tower once again.
Just for reference
Huh?
reference sake,
Jesus.
Emma,
Holy
9.
cow.
For what?
9.
For the performance check? Okay.
Yep. Because
That actually fits
we're
in.
gonna run into somebody. Yeah.
You walk in the front door of the tower and you see that the reception desk is empty.
Hugo just
Argon
kind of like,
glances at Hugo.
and Hugo's like, you know, when like somebody's like in trouble and they like grab the collar and they go, yee, and that's what Hugo's doing. He's like looking the other way.
Well, if you don't like this character, now would be a good time to roll up a new one.
I love him. I don't like the trouble he's in.
Well, the good news is I am the DM and I can tailor the trouble based on how many people went. So this side quest I threw together before the break was meant for the whole group, so I'll have to retool it between now and then. So for now, we'll work with research. I know that's so exciting.
R&D, baby. R&D, research and development. Let's go.
You walk in the front door again and you look around. You do not see friendly anywhere. You actually don't really see anybody. You obviously do see the sign that points back towards, you know, the offices. You see the sign that points towards the library. R&D? I thought we were playing D&D. What the fuck?
What are we playing?
R&D, D&D. I'll just look at everyone. I was like, I guess just we'll head back to the library then, eh?
I forget. You guys haven't been in this library. You went in the other library that was
Yeah.
in
Yeah, and that
But
didn't go
someone's
too
always
well.
here, aren't they?
back in Basel. Oh yeah. When you step into the library, you see that just like Master Ewo's tower, it rises pretty high. Not as high as his, but you see about 3 levels of just books on shelves everywhere. And you see, different tables where different people, you see just different members of the Cobalt Soul researching. You see people working the library, reshelving books and reorganizing books that got put in the wrong place. And then, of course, you see that you would know based on, we'll say, the initiation pamphlet in your book that you have access to everything on this first floor.
Hugo's just gonna kind of look up and he's just gonna. Now that
Kiki, we could race to the top.
is a lot of books. Oglam, like, I'm overwhelmed here. I wouldn't even know where to start. Any ideas? Like, will we look under?
Sounds
I don't know.
fun.
So I guess Oglam and Elite will do all the research, and you two are gonna fucking okay.
Okay, Lee, count us down.
All right. Laps or what?
He points up.
And at this point, Hugo just comes to the realization. All right, so no Elite either. All right, Oglam. I guess we're bookworming it today. What do we look under artifacts? You think maybe?
Kiki, can we borrow the amulet? You can have it back when we're done.
Absolutely.
Above the table, y'all are actually gonna let us race up.
Absolutely.
Look, the last visit to the library didn't show up anything useful, and Arglum had all of y'all in tow. So he's gonna try something different.
He's going to
this
let the
time.
inmates run the asylum while he does some homework.
Yes. Let's go with that.
Hugo is actually going to try to learn this time.
Kiki does hand over the amulet to you, Hugo.
Thanks, darling. And I'll just kind of hold it up to Oglam as like, and hold it out to him as like, well, what do you think?
I think that we go and start by asking someone.
You know what? I like the cut of your jib.
What
was the?
was who?
I was going to ask, what was the guy's name again that we're looking for?
Alexian.
Alexian.
Mm-hmm.
So probably asking if there's any information anywhere about Alexian, probably the way to go.
Yes, and also show a few people the amulet and see if they personally know anything or can give us further direction.
All right.
We know essentially nothing.
Before you go down that path, I will remind you, everyone that has learned of this amulet has wanted to take it from you.
Maybe when Arglum says about showing the amulet, it's like maybe we don't show the amulet. We keep that to ourselves. And Hugo's gonna quickly take out a piece of paper.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
And he's gonna crudely draw the symbol of the amulet. Because I'm pretty sure it's like an actual symbol, right?
Yes. Are you proficient in calligraphy or anything like that?
Nope. That's why I said crudely.
Give me a rough naked performance check.
I got cartography.
Well, yeah, you could probably do a better job then.
Okay. I'll ask. I'll say I got it. I got it. Don't worry about it.
I got a 15 if you want to know.
Okay, never mind. You can keep that.
I was gonna say do like a rub on it.
Yep.
Like a tree rub.
That's what I would say to get a most accurate representation. He does a rub of it, and it's crude because of the method in which you transcribed it. But you do tuck away the amulet, and you begin looking around. Give me both of you. Either both give me an investigation, or one of you can do it with advantage.
I got +2.
I'm +3.
You might as
You
well
do
both
it.
roll.
Yeah, let's both roll. See what
Okay.
happens. I got a 21.
Very
Oh, I
nice.
got an 18.
Hey!
Too bad.
The two of you begin flipping through. Luckily for you, the Cobalt Souls library is extremely organized. And having the context clues you do, you're able to quickly find the section that you have access to that has details of things that happened during the calamity. Because you remember that this is about the time that Elixion was on Exandria.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, what are you trying to learn?
If we could somehow get a location where, like, either a last known location or where he might be.
I honestly have to reread this every time we go talk to it because there's a lot of information on this.
I guess, and this is just me thinking, Bama. This is like an initial, really our first kind of deep dive into this. So, like, if we don't get a lot our first go, but if we get like a small lead enough to go on, that would probably be enough, I would think.
Well, you did.
That's me.
You already had your small leads and your pulls into this.
Okay.
This would be your deep research time, and you both did roll
Okay.
really well.
Okay.
With the resources at your disposal, you quickly find the story of Elixion. Supposedly, God, I can't remember which god it was. Socrapedia, which god was it? It was,
I don't have that pulled up.
I can't remember which god he served. Oh god, that's not good.
Holy
Raven-
crap! Our PDF failed.
Hold on.
Help!
Lawful evil, lawful good. That
Wasn't
doesn't
the
make
Raven
sense.
of Queens or Queen of Ravens, was it?
No. Crap. Who did he serve? Changebringer, that's right. That's
You-
right. He had
Well,
the three
that's-
primes. Sephanine, Evandra, and Coralon. That's right. Which were all prime deities and trended towards good. You also know that supposedly somewhere, as far as you're able to pinpoint that where you're at is supposedly where Grumpsh threw his spear into the earth and torn it asunder and sunk the elven establishment that is now known as Kelmaro, which in talking to people around town, you have sus there is current research going on down there. It is troubling the amount of issues that come about people trying to discover it, as well as it is not easy to get to.
Okay.
Yeah, so basically Grumpsh and Elixion fought supposedly on this soil.
So,
And supposedly that's why all of the land around Ank'Harel is desert.
Okay.
so it
And
looks.
we found information about where some of this research is going on, or attempts at research.
Yeah, I've got to get back in the module and look at that. I was looking at the wiki for what I had there.
Well, you can just say yes or no right now. I mean,
You should, yes. I'm trying to remember if there is a natural track to finding your way down there. I don't recall one. Basically the three different factions have a path that leads you to Kelmaro is what happens.
Oh, okay.
so we should just ask Master Ewo.
It's not going to be that easy.
I'll
Well, but
look.
it's a start.
Would Argolum have said that out loud? Like, maybe we should ask Master Ewo about Kelmaro?
I don't know. Would he have said it out loud?
Yes.
I'll just Hugo will kind of wait for a second. He's like, I don't know if we're in good enough standing yet to just outright ask for something like that. Maybe.
What about
Maybe-
using your contact a little more?
I mean, I could definitely ask around. I could put some feelers out there.
Your contact?
Oh,
Singular?
you mean?
Yes.
And he'll look down at his amulet, and I was like, I don't know how tight we are necessarily,
Okay.
but wait a minute. That scroll. Remember they said they had scrolls for sale?
Yeah,
One of them was commune.
that's true.
That could help. I don't know how good I'll be with it.
Okay, here we go. You learn that
I've got cleric too.
through the efforts
Yeah.
of the allegiance of Allsight, portions of the sunken city of Kelmaro have been reclaimed and magically warded against decay, basically. Keep the architecture from failing and eroding.
Gotcha.
So maybe
It's all.
maybe
You
what
also
we-
know it's an inhospitable place.
So maybe what we do, Oglim, is maybe between you and I, we can somehow contact the Changebringer, squirrel out a little bit more information from her, and not only that, if we can get in the good graces of the Cobalt Soul, maybe we can get some resources to help us get to Kalmar, because from what I'm seeing here, it's not the greatest place in the world to be, and I don't think we can just waltz in there and expect to, have a good time. I think we're going to need some resources and some stuff in order to make that happen.
Yeah, that's what it looks like here. Maybe in my experience, when you are going on a investigation like this, my words are failing me, guys. Sorry, above the table.
Maybe like an expedition?
There we go.
That's the word.
Yep.
Or excursion would
go on
also be accepted.
Yes. When you go on an expedition like this, you would have oh, dang it, I lost that word too.
A guide,
No.
Oh.
Well, that would help too,
A
but
map?
that's not what I was thinking.
a map.
Like a backer.
Oh, a benefactor.
I see what you're saying.
Benefactor. There we
So
go.
maybe what we do,
Sponsor.
we get in
Yes!
we get in
We-
good enough
We
with
have
the
one of those.
we get in good
Is it
enough
Red
with the Cobalt Soul, and they can be our benefactors of doing an expedition to Kalmoro.
And we'll pause
Without-
right there for one moment. Star Miss and Kiki, I want both an athletics check and an acrobatics check. No advantage, just straight rolls.
Oh,
So
jeez.
before they do that, you will say, "Okay, no funny business between the two of you. It's just a straight race. No monk shit, okay, Kiki?
No monk shit.
No,
No dope ass monk shit.
I want a clean fight,
Nope.
nothing below the belt.
No jumping through shadows. None of that."
I'd ask if Star's led running all fours.
Kiki's like, okay.
So you said athletics and acrobatics?
Yep, I want both. It's gonna help paint a pretty picture.
Well, for athletics,
Kiki's
And-
natural 20's a 16. Good God, I've never seen it that bad.
A -4 athletics. Oh my
and a
god.
10 for acrobatics.
Oh no.
What was the athletics? 12 and then a 10.
I rolled a 10 and a 12.
So
So, yeah.
the way I see this is the both of you are lined, and so you're trying to run straight up the pillars. Is that what you're doing?
Pillars, bookcases, whatever.
I
We're
imagine
trying to get to the tippy top.
the room is held aloft by probably 8 pillars that run the 3 stories that, you know, all the arches come off of that support everything. So yeah, I would say you're probably going to run up opposite pillars with Elite E in the middle. Elite E's, if I could get a ready, set, go from you.
All right, ready, set, go.
Boom, and you take off. Kiki, you know, jukes left, right, hits the pillar first. Star Mist catches it at a good clip, and with her climbing speed is able to just go straight up it. And she's going, and she's so fast, she's in the lead. About halfway through the second floor, it's when you notice her arms get slower and slower as they're climbing. She's getting so tired. And then you see as she begins to slide down, and there's a trail of scratches where her claws are and then she has to pull herself back up. This whole time, Kiki's hot footing it up, left, right, hot footing it up the wall, and she passes the spot where Star is and runs up to the top and spits on her palm and slaps the ceiling, leaving a dirty handprint on the ceiling of this tower. And she slides down doing monk shit, bouncing shadow to shadow as Star slides backwards down the pillar with her claws.
I'm not even sure that. I think I'd start laughing and fall after I saw the handprint.
Yeah, but you can land on your feet, so it's not funny.
No, but laughing at the...
I think you're too worried about what's happening to see what Kiki does, but yeah, it's... Kiki's the clear winner. Minus, and didn't have to use any dope monk shit.
Do I hear this?
I don't know where you are.
I would say you're lost in research still. You and Arglum are still poring over the different texts regarding the calamity.
Nerds.
Rather be a nerd than a cat that can't climb.
Every time you talk about the calamity, I think about Legend of Zelda.
So some of the other stuff you learn is that there is a path that leads directly to Kelmaro, and it is surrounded by some immediate protected areas of the Allegiance of All Sight. It's a 500-foot descent down into a cavern just to get to it. What's left of the city, like I said, is inhospitable, mostly underwater, and dangerous AF.
All right, so we're definitely going to have to figure out how to get around underwater. I mean, I know I'm pretty good with it. But what I know you're probably good with it. I don't know. Rain is probably good with it.
I was about to say Rain's great at it.
I don't know about the cats. They're gonna be too hot shit with it. I don't know. Kiki might be okay with it. And I don't know about Alette.
I'm not on. No wonder nobody's answering me. I'm not on.
Oh.
That makes sense.
When do druids change spells?
On a long rest.
Okay, then I'll have to look at my spells, but it's possible I could assist them with breathing underwater with a spell.
Yeah, you may or may not have that. I'm not for sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure either.
See, I'm good for like an hour.
Oh, and above the table. Remember, we have been in water before, so you've seen how we do with the potion thingies.
I've seen with you, and I've seen with Kiki, but I haven't seen with Rain, Arglum, Alette, or holy crap.
I can hold my breath up to 1 hour.
Thank you, Alii.
I breathe air and water, so.
Yeah, and but I don't, you know what I mean? Like, I've seen what the others do. I don't have experience with you. So
I mean, I do sleep underwater.
I think we're on our way.
Yeah, we're outside.
Yeah, y'all are currently walking the Green Mile.
Here's a question. Oh my god.
Ground mile.
Do I know if in this world, Bama, would there be anything like a submersible or like scuba diving gear?
You know, honestly, I don't know.
There'd probably be magical.
I know that in the Forgotten Realms, there's that stupid little
There's
old
a
submarine thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
It would stand to reason if airships are possible, then some type of underwater submarine type thing is a thing.
Just do it like the airbender shit underwater.
But
Well,
then again,
act
maybe I'm
bubble.
maybe I'm overthinking it a bit. If we get in good with the Cobalt Soul, if they just fund an expedition, then they can provide maybe amulets of underwater breathing and shit like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
So my thought is, this is great information, Oglim. Now we just got to get in good enough with the Cobalt Soul to try to convince them to let us take an expedition to Calmoral, and maybe not necessarily tell them why we're doing it.
That's
Yeah,
at least a start.
It's more information than we had when we got here.
Absolutely.
Well, I wonder what the other three up to.
Do
Think
you
they
really
broke
want to
anything?
know?
And about this time, you hear Star smack,
Oh.
and you're going to take 2 bludgeoning.
I'll just look at Argyle and was like, I think I just answered my own goddamn question.
And then you watch Kiki slide down the Victor, pumping her fist. Yeah.
Eating bacon.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, good lord.
I thought all the bacon
Hearing
was
not
already
all the letters and things does not make things better.
This spell grants up to 10 willing creatures you can see within range the ability to breathe underwater. The spell, until the spell ends, affected creatures also retain their normal mode of respiration. Oh.
Yeah.
How
24-hour
long does it-
duration, too.
24-hour duration. Oh, nice. That's even
Uh-huh.
better.
And if you cast it as a ritual, you don't spend a spell slot on it.
That's correct.
It is ritual too, isn't it? Nice. Well, if things don't work out with the Cobalt Soul, we could always figure something else out. Because, yeah. You're pumping, not pumping.
Good lord. Any other information you're trying to suss out while you're in the library?
What do you think, Steph? Is there anything else we should look up here?
No, because I'm
Is
going to have
Steph?
to...
Oh,
above
sorry.
the table. Steph is very tired. I have been yawning for like 30 minutes now. I remember very little of what we have said. I'm gonna have to go back and put notes in.
No worries. I guess the only thing I would want to look up, Bama, is if there any information on that amulet that Kiki has. If I can suss anything out with that.
You did find some vague details that supposedly the Jewel of Three Prayers, which is this amulet, you know it to be a vestige of divergence, which was what happened in the calamity. It is supposed to be a symbol of covenant between Elixion and the 3 prime deities of Andra, Corellin, and Sehanine. What would you know? There's not a whole lot here. Let's see. There's not a whole lot more about it.
Okay, no, that works.
But you have noticed the closer you've gotten to Elixion, the stronger this amulet has reacted.
Like, is it like glowing or anything like that, or like?
Not any more than it has since it arrived in its awakened state. I forget exactly when that happened.
Okay. Okay. I guess the only other thing, Oglim, would be see how much one of those scrolls costs for commune. And then I don't know if it's something you and I can do together, or if it's something I have to do by myself, but we can figure something out.
I'm looking it up. I don't remember.
I'm looking up commune, and it says 1 minute casting time, 1 minute range self, target self. I need incense, evolve of holy or unholy water.
For this situation, you wouldn't because it is a scroll.
It's a
However,
scroll, yeah,
if you're
that's
trying to research a scroll, if we go about it the way a wizard does, it costs you 100 gold and 1 hour per spell level to learn it.
It's
Am
a
I
fifth
ne-
level
And for the
spell.
record, the 100 gold
Yeah.
is the components in which it takes you to properly transcribe it on proper paper with proper ink into your spellbook.
But me as a cleric, I don't have a spell book, so I would just use the scroll
Same.
once and then it's
You would be like
done.
scribing it into your reliquies or whatever the hell they're called.
Reliquary?
Is
Yeah.
that the book a cleric has? What the fuck is it called?
Sounds right.
Yeah, it sounds like
Probably like a prayer book or something.
what's the word I'm looking for?
See if I was right.
I know what he's talking about.
No, reliquary is a container for holy relics.
Yes.
Holy
I'm
journal.
thinking more like prayer book.
Yeah.
It's like what it's what like Fadir has with the symbol of Ravenkind. It's a
Yeah, we'll call it. It's a prayer journal. Is what we'll call it.
Yeah. Okay. So the 3 questions that can be answered with a yes or no.
Mm-hmm.
You must ask your question before the spell ends. You receive a correct answer for each question. Divine beings aren't necessarily omniscient. Thank you. So you might receive unclear as an answer if a question pertains to information that lies beyond that deity's knowledge. In a case where a one-word answer would be misleading or contrary to the deity's interests, the GM might offer a short phrase or an answer instead. Excuse me. If you cast a spell 2 or more times before finishing your next long rest, there is a cumulative 25% chance for each casting after the first that you get no answer. The GM makes this roll in secret. Well, since we have a scroll, it'll be one time, right? It'll be one and done.
Well, no, not if you're going to transcribe it in your prayer journal. That's what we were discussing.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's right too.
Mm-hmm. So we're going to say, in your case, the 100 gold would be the prayer journal specifically for this. So, God, I didn't keep it up here. The cost of the scroll. I know one was one was the other. For the record, divination's 125 gold, commune is 250. Commune is a strong spell. So is divination.
Yeah, it's divination, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, so do we want to pick up a scroll today or do we want to wait on that?
I mean, we're going to need it no matter what. We might as well get it. It's not like it's going to get cheaper.
Yeah, that's true. I assume we should have enough money to get that and the sending stone still, right? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We're flush right now? Is that what you're telling me?
We got like 2,700 or something.
Nice, that's good.
The benefits of having an accountant, everybody.
Right.
Impulse spending is waxed. All right, so the two of you are trying to wrangle the others back up and make a plan for revisiting the temple. And with that, we will slide back out to the desert. Alette, Rain, the two of you have traveled. You keep traveling southeast, and the farther you get from the city, the more it becomes obvious. In the distance, you see smoke rising, and it is billowing. You get closer, and it gets larger, and you see the cracked, sandy edge of a crater. However, around this crater, you see a number of figures dancing, but they don't look humanoid, but they kind of do. You're a bit puzzled at this distance. What do you do?
Wait, hold on. I have a question. Okay, so is it just me and Rain?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. Alette's gonna lean over to Rain and whisper, "What the fuck is that?"
Maybe otherworldly beings.
You want to give me perception checks?
Yes, hurry. Okay. Are you kidding? Why another 7 tonight?
Because you're lucky.
Being average today. It's all right.
Mm-hmm. Get used to it.
It's all right to
the
be
norm.
average.
Is it though?
For some people.
Mm.
For others,
It'd be
not.
worse. You could be rolling karmic dice.
Yeah.
Alette?
But at this point, I feel like I would take that because my
Karmic,
rolls haven't been hot today. I mean,
Kar-
there was a sleight of
karmic-
hand.
karmic dice are a way to balance randomness.
Is it perception? Yeah, perception. So that's a nat 1 for a total of 6.
You don't
And
see
that
shit.
one is a nat one is a
Um,
nat one.
As you're trying to peer closely, you spread your eyes wide, and a couple of grains of sand roll into them. You begin blinking profusely, tears running down your face, trying to wash them out.
Yep.
Rain, you can't make heads or tails of it, but on the one hand, these creatures look like animals, but they also look a bit humanoid. They look like nothing you've really ever seen.
He keeps on walking, grabbing a left. Never mind. I was about to say, he does not have gloves.
I thought you bought gloves.
I bought gloves for everybody.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh yeah. Then he would have grabbed Olette's hand, so he kept up.
About the
or so
time
she
you're
kept
able
up
to
with
blink the sand out of your eye, you feel rain tugging on your sleeves, pulling you towards the crater.
The fuck, man?
Are you going to approach sneakily?
I mean, there's no point, but yeah.
No. Hold on.
Oh.
Hold on, Rain.
I could just give.
No. I have invisibility. I can just like grab it
Does that
and leave.
work for both of us? It's a whole meteor. Are you gonna grab the whole meteor?
Sure.
How big does this meteor look?
How big is? Do we see the
You
entire meteor?
don't see the meteor yet. All you see is the crater and these creatures dancing around it.
He hoo he
Pretty much.
he
I'm hooked on a feeling.
Oh, jeez.
Will it tell me
We are
when this
old.
refreshes?
Some of us are very old.
Yes.
But yeah, no, I don't.
Hey, Bama, can you do me a favor and look at Alette's character sheet and tell me when her fairy invisibility refreshes? Because I can't find that on mobile.
All
I
right.
expect it's on a long rest.
I would expect so too, but I'm not certain.
Oh,
Try-
ooga chaka, ooga,
Yeah,
ooga,
that was the
ooga
worst.
chaka.
Yeah.
I can fight
It
this
helps to open
feeling.
the right character sheet. I was like, feline agility. What the fuck?
I promise you, Alette does not have feline agility.
Oh, did I just reveal secrets? Fuck.
No.
Uh-oh.
Oh, let's a change line.
Alette's a changeling. Yep.
You need to remember that you have Tides of Chaos, by the way.
What's Tides of Chaos do?
What is that?
You get to re-roll a roll, but it costs you a roll on the magic table.
No.
Oh,
Shit.
okay.
You can
well,
also spend 2 sorcery points and your reaction to bend luck, granting a D4 as a bonus or penalty to a roll for
Does
someone
Tides
else.
of Chaos have a like a certain amount I can use?
Once per long rest.
Ooh, should I use that now? I feel like I shouldn't use
Fairy
that yet. though.
dust. Fairy
Fairy
dust is your
invisibility.
fly. Fairy invisibility. Once per long rest.
Okay, can she cast fairy invisibility on other people? Because I know you can cast just invisibility on other people. I don't
It
know about
says
that.
on yourself.
Okay.
I could always just be sneaky.
Yeah.
She's kind of wiping sand out of her eyes, and she goes, "Okay, point me in the direction." And she casts fairy invisibility on
All right.
herself.
I marked it for you, so you don't have to try to do that on mobile.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
All right.
Well, you're
So
wrong.
you would be sneaking with advantage, and Rain would just be sneaking.
Yep.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, there was a nat 1 and a 7 rolled, Kiki, so they don't know. They look like creatures, but they look like humanoids. They're very confusing.
And I rolled an 11.
Oh, this is on your sneaking?
Oh, no. I
Okay.
was talking about perception
Yeah,
because...
stealth. Give us stealth.
So,
Alette with advantage. Rain. Rain is good.
that's a 17 and 12. 17.
Okay. Those are both passing. I mean, you get closer and closer to this group dancing around this crater, and I'm gonna draw the crater. I probably should have done that while y'all were talking. See, it's made out of sand, so it's gonna be a sandy color. Large crater.
Welcome to Wanta Hakaluki.
The critter here,
Not
here,
Wanta Hakaluki.
here, and critter here.
That's
I just thought
Nimbo,
of
right?
Hell's Pit in something.
Okay, because that's where I thought our singing was starting.
That's what I thought too.
In
So-
And
this,
then Bama went a different way.
sorry.
which is fine.
Yes, it was.
I mean, it all works.
We went to Nemo to Guardians of the Galaxy. It's fine.
The two
Very
of you
quickly, yeah.
quietly climb up the crest of the edge of the crater. As you get close, you realize that what is so strange about these creatures are, though they are all quadrupedal type animals, they are all dancing and walking on their hind feet. You see somebody keep a list of these so I don't forget next week. You see a hyena, a wolf,
Somebody else. Okay, go ahead.
for some reason a horse, a cow,
Llama.
a llama.
Yes.
I need one more, and a
Scorpion.
Bear.
we'll go bear.
Bear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know the bear's different, but most of them are strictly quadrupedal travelers. This is the most bizarre display you've seen. You even think about the times you've seen druids in wild shape, and they still behave like animals. Something's not right here. But you look over the edge of the crater, and in the middle of the crater is a huge rock, probably 15 feet in diameter, sticking up out of the ground 20 or so feet. It would be quite the affair to sneakily get in there and get any of this. Because what you're realizing these animals are doing they are dancing and praising this meteor.
Rain tries it anyways.
All right, you want to try to sneak down there and break part of it.
Yep.
All right, so I'm going to need another stealth check as you sliding down inside the crater. Unless you can come up with a valid reason why not, you're going to have disadvantage because they are all looking into the crater, and there's nothing in this crater except for the meteor.
Or you could have let the fucking invisible one do it.
That's not his. He's trying to redeem himself. You have to remember that. You're just here to report on his death.
Yeah, I'm here to fireball if I get it.
I mean,
Do I
so
have
Rain, you go sliding down in the crater and you tuck yourself underneath the meteor. I'm gonna have to roll perception on all of them.
Oh no.
Update. I have fireball.
6. Okay, so the 3 on your side are gonna have advantage.
I don't know how well I feel about that.
You are not going to believe this.
Oh
All
no.
6 of them are lower than a fucking 17.
Yeah.
Now, the 2 opposite you will be a straight. The 2 diagonally from you will be a straight roll. Are you fucking kidding me? And then the one directly across from you will be at disadvantage. He rolled a nat 20 and a 5 and a 5.
Oh.
Holy shit, you lucky little... Wow, bruh.
He's
You
trying.
have no idea. Okay, so you have slid down there and you are safely tucked under a corner of the meteorite. How are you getting part of this meteor off?
Ooh, he's. He's.
Remember...
Hold on. While you figure that out. Oh,
He has a crowbar.
Okay.
Oh,
while you're doing that, Alette is gonna ready a fireball centered on whoever starts to notice him first.
Do you have careful spell? I can't remember.
What is careful spell?
That is where you can exclude your party members from taking AoE effects, basically.
No.
Well, no, they still take the damage. They
automatically save.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what.
Will I be though? Actually, I have Sculptor's Hammer, which would probably be better than a.
So
Crowbar.
what you
There's
have to
also a sculpt spell feature on something. I can't remember what though.
Yeah, but I don't have that.
you have to remember noise and large movements are going to give you away here. So think about this in the sneakiest way you possibly can.
I don't. So, can I cast True Strike on the meteorite?
True Strike.
It gives him an advantage.
Your magic grants you a brief insight into the target's defense on your next. Yes. Okay. So here's what we'll do then. You quiet. What does it take to cast this? This is a somatic.
Concentration.
No, somatic only. So it's finger motions. No verbal. This works. You know this is going to work. So you cast True Strike against this meteor, and you see that there is a clear and present crack in a large section that you know you can carry. You know you can pry it out with your crowbar. However, it is a large portion of a fucking meteorite in the middle of 6 dancing, prancing, whatever these things are, and you got to be quiet. So what I need from you is going to be what makes the most sense on this. We're just going to call it what it is. With the advantage you have on this, we're going to call it sleight of hand to steal part of this meteorite.
Just a base roll, right?
Base roll.
Wow. The dice are telling the story, guys.
Looking at the detailed aura around the specific chunk, you're able to slide your crowbar in there, and it's ever so slightly push on it, and the rift begins to slowly spread and spread and spread until one side of the meteorite touches the ground and the other falls softly into the sand. You have probably I feel like this is like a crystalline kind of meteorite. So imagine a shard that's about 3 foot long and ranges from 2 inches in diameter to about 8 inches in diameter in the middle. And yeah.
Rain didn't think about how he was going to get this upwards. Because it's like a downhill slope, right?
I would imagine it's not, believe it or not, it is not heavy. It's actually lightweight. You're amazed at how light it is. You can just throw it in your bag.
Oh, his bag isn't that big. I mean, how big of a chunk is this?
It's, I don't know how, did I say how long it was? It's like 2 to 3 feet.
I think you said something like 8 inches.
No, that was diameter. It's like 2 to 3 feet long. Like you could strap it to your bag if you had to. I mean, you rolled a nat 20. You got the item. Now you just have to get out of here.
He tries.
You can hide a fucking blunderbuss in your bag. You can hide this.
Yes.
But blunderbuss isn't like 3 feet tall.
Yes, it is. Same thing.
Oh, well.
Like they're about the same size and shape, and it all tracks.
All
So
right, he puts it.
Do you have any special means of retreat? In your mage hand, mend. Nope. Features? Traits? Anything? Wingardium Leviosa?
I can cast jump and jump so high into the air that they won't even notice.
Jump.
That sounds like you can certainly try.
Jump does require verbal components. Your jump
I mean, does that mean I can just whisper it?
So, yes. So you are going to jump out. You're going to cast jump on yourself, jumping out of here, which will be. It's not going to be stealth. It's going to be. We're going to call it acrobatics.
I wish acrobatics was advantage, but it's just from being grappled.
Wait a minute. No, this is actually what that is. Your advantage is for squat nimbleness. Covers
It
your
says-
attempt to stay on your feet in a tricky situation, such as when you're trying to run across a sheet of ice, balance a
That's
tightrope.
just basic acrobatics description.
Oh, right, and that's this type of situation. Well, then what is the? Oh,
It says to
I
escape from
see
being
it.
grappled.
I see it. Well, I still say you have. I think you have advantage on this. So, casting jump gives you the advantage. So,
Oh, I didn't. Yeah, alright. I'll roll another one, because...
roll an 8. Why not 21? Yeah. Believe it or not, these. God, you have to imagine there's some type of cultist at this point. Are so engrossed with their ritual that they don't see you, and you're able to jump out and get back.
Ooga chaka, ooga.
And the two of you begin to back away from it, nice and slow and quiet. I'm guessing
Yeah.
one of you
I think
invisible.
Alette's just flabbergasted.
So is the DM.
Once they're out of range, Alette starts whispering, how the fuck did you do that? Like what the
Magic.
fuck happened?
Like, I knew you were there and I didn't see you do it. And so the two of you begin walking back towards the city. It's also nighttime, so that probably helped cover your descent. And you arrive at the gates. The guards don't give you much of a fuss. The gates close behind you.
Isn't this in the morning? After.
Yeah, you're right. I forgot. Early morning. By this point,
Wait, I have a
mid-morning.
question.
Yeah.
Since I readied Fireball but didn't use it, do I lose that spell slot?
Yes.
Okay.
That is how readying an action works, unfortunately.
Just making sure.
Ooh, no, she would need to... Alette would need to attune to it. Because of my...
Ring of spell storing or whatever the hell it was. Yeah, rod, yeah.
How long
Throw
does,
that rain.
how long does tuning take?
An hour.
A short rest? Oh, okay.
I guess... how far would it... Okay, from here to the Harried Mongoose, how long would that be?
So anything to count as a short rest, you have to not be doing anything strenuous. Walking through the desert
Oh,
is
you said
a
it
strenuous.
takes a short rest.
It can be accomplished during a short rest because it's the same as a short rest. It requires you to not be doing something strenuous. It requires your full concentration.
It's nighttime, they're gonna long rest anyways,
No,
it doesn't matter.
it's
It
daytime.
is day.
Yeah, we
Oh.
just reestablished it is mid-morning at this point.
He hands... Would he have noticed that Alette's there? Yeah, even though she's invisible?
That's a perception of 14, no. If she didn't make her presence known specifically, you would not know where she's at.
I mean, she whispered to him, didn't she?
Yeah, she was talking.
If she talked to you the whole trip, then yeah, you would know her general direction.
He would hold out his rod of absorption. It doesn't take any time to unattune, does it?
I don't think you have to unattune to things, but I might be wrong.
I mean, wouldn't they have to be on your person to be attuned?
Mm-hmm. Unattuning shouldn't take anything.
Yeah.
He holds out his rod of absorption to Alette. This Well, when we spend an hour not doing anything, you'll be able to restore spell slot with this.
Do you remember how many levels
question-
there was on it?
It was, I believe, 7.
That sounds right.
Question for the DM: does it recharge?
So this is how it works. You can use your reaction to absorb a spell that targets you. You can't do area of effect spells. But say someone targets you with let's say you cast something and then they cast counterspell at you. You could absorb the counterspell with using your reaction, and you would store 3 levels in there.
Okay.
And then you convert energy stored in there into spell slots. What does it take to do that? I would say it's probably a fucking action.
Probably.
To restore spell slots, I would assume.
To begin with, I would say it starts out as actions. As you become more used to the weapon, the actions and the way this thing works, it would probably move to be a bonus action, similar to your sorcery points. In the right hands, it's a dangerous weapon. Well, so what was the main group? Where did y'all make it in your, what's your research? Did you make it out of the library?
Could you add it to my items? Thank you.
I mean, it's just for.
Oh, what? I thought you were giving it to her.
Oh, no, not permanently. Just for you to restore your spell slot.
Oh.
For what? I'm confused.
For her to restore a spell slot later.
Oh. I see. So you're okay. So the long and short of it is you want to give her back her 3rd level spell slot.
Yeah.
I don't think he would know that she had used it.
I mean, he wouldn't, but just in case. Because he wouldn't know. He didn't know that the invisibility was a, race thing.
That's true.
That is fair. He does know you did use the spell slot for the invisibility. So if you wanted to, I would say, because we're not going to remember this next time, just go ahead and put that 3rd level spell slot back and change your number of charges from 7 to 4.
Okay, cool.
And you just keep the rod and we'll... So, as you are making your way back into town, the group is making their way out of the library. You see Alette and, well, no, I guess, how long is their invisibility? An hour?
1 hour.
Yeah, about the time they're walking beneath the tower, you guys are coming out of the tower. You watch Rain walking by underneath, headed back towards the Harried Mongoose, and you watch Alette begin to shimmer back into reality.
That was easy.
Back to life. Back to reality.
And
I don't know if those guys are dumb or what.
Any other group of you that tends to pay attention to them walking by underneath, you watch as they head towards Albert's place. As you're walking up to Albert's, I would imagine you pull out the shard of meteor.
Yeah.
He sees you pulling out the shard of meteor and he just shakes his head. I actually can't believe you did it.
It was pretty easy. They're pretty dumb.
Ooh, who was dumb?
Oh, the weird animal people just standing around dancing.
Yeah, they were circling it and going ooga chaka, ooga chaka.
Oh, you mean the skin shifting witches? Cool.
What?
That's where we're gonna end.
You're telling me I could have met real witches?
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Oh my